Am I right to assume 90% of your playthroughs are for games you got free? I don't have Amazon Prime. Nope, I paid for these mostly through um bundles. I buy a lot of my games off of Fanatical bundles. So that's where most of it comes from. Uh, because it's like, you know, the best ever a game's been on sale will be, $6 cheaper or something, and I'm trying to maximize like profits for each game. Like I have a spreadsheet of like how much I've made off of each game and uh, all that. So generally, the cheapest way is to get them through bundles. But yeah, no, I don't. I don't have Amazon Prime. I don't play any of the games from like Amazon Prime or anything like that. I feel like I'm maybe a little quiet today, so I should perhaps increase my own volume just a tad, just a smidgen, just a freaking little smidgen, dude. I've done like the thing for Amazon Prime, or you played recently our games Amazon gave away. Yeah, I mean, yeah. So what I do is I don't need to anymore, and I'm not going to for a bit. But Fanatical has really, really good deals, and I compare it to SteamDB, because SteamDB basically lets you see the sale history of every game, how often it goes on sale, what the best deals were, stuff like that. And then from there, I buy it. So I think I've had Paradise Killer for like a year and a half already. I just wasn't streaming, and I was debating on making videos for my Ghost Boy channel. I was debating on doing that offline, like just playing these games offline. But now I'm streaming, so it takes a little bit longer to get through them. But yeah, and so right now I'm doing more like popular indie titles that are not like super, they're more well known, just to kind of drive more views. 'Cause if I go for the truly obscure stuff, no one clicks on it. But yeah, a lot of these games, I mean, because they are more of the indie title stuff, you can get stuff for free. Pinball Spire, yeah, I think I don't have my spreadsheet on this computer, but Pinball Spire was probably like, I can't imagine I paid more than like $1 or $2 for it, kind of thing, right? I've never done the streaming stuff. I know you're talking about like giveaways, but I've never done, because people are like, oh, you can play a bunch of games if you get like the Game Pass, because I think there's like the Xbox Game Pass, you can play games on PC. Because I wanted to try the new Oblivion remaster, remake, whatever it is. Although I'm less now interested because they've completely stopped updating it and there's tons of bugs. But I just wanted to like see how it felt. And people are like, oh, if you do like the Game Pass for a month and then like breeze through those games. And I was like, yeah, I just like owning the game though. And I don't mind paying, I can't afford to pay full price, but I don't mind paying a little bit for the sake of it is going to indie developers, The only time that I won't give money to indie game developers is when I'm buying on Humble Bundle. I always max out the charity because, we're like spoiler, Paracuzia from my Mario 64 documentary, he's dead? Holy shit. I had no idea. But yeah, a lot of it is just bundles. Most of the games that I cover on the Ghost Boy channel are like 3 to 5 hours, so I'm kind of getting over a few 12-hour things right now. After this, the next 2 games, I was going to play Citizen Sleeper 1 and 2. However, I've recently discovered that those games are all text-based. And this is already a lot of reading, and it's kind of killing my voice, and I don't want to add to that. So I'm going to play those off stream. And the next 2 games I'm going to do are both kind of like PlayStation era platformer things. Save my voice. Well, it's just hard. Like my voice gets so hoarse and I don't drink warm enough water. and then it hurts. So the next couple games I'm playing are Kenna Bridge of Spirits, which I've been looking for pretty much since it came out. And then I'm playing Kaku Agent Seal, which, to be honest, looks very similar. And those are kind of like PlayStation era of action adventure, platform puzzle, beat 'em up kind of things. And then after those, I'm going to do Dusk Fade, because Dusk Fade is coming out, and it's supposed to be like this homage to Kingdom Hearts, so I'm looking forward to playing that. That'll be like the newest game I ever play on this channel. I'm going to buy it and play it. And then, I don't know, I have to figure out what I'm doing after that. Then we're going to get into Halloween stuff pretty soon. I have to play horror games for Halloween, and I'm going to hate it. But if I can do that while we're in August, that would be ideal, because then it'll be sunny out when I play, and it won't be as scary. If I have to play them in the dark, I'll cry. But yeah, it's hard to, you know, when I'm streaming with somebody else, I have someone that I can like kind of go quiet. And like I've been watching some like streamers that I used to watch, and there's a surprising bit of silence where people will just be quiet. But I don't think that I'm popular enough that I can get away with more than 10 seconds of silence before I feel like, oh crap, I have to say something for people to interact with. You know what I mean? Because I do have lurkers. I know that. I have a few people who show up and they just lurk, whether it's on YouTube at youtube.com/realityescapeplays or here on twitch.tv/ghostboy259. There are people who never say anything and just lurk, and I'm super cool with that, but I want to entertain them too, you know? And on the off chance that one of them has something witty to say. Pajama Sam and No Need to Hide When It's Dark Outside. I don't think that's the one. I played a lot of putt-putt on this channel before. The Pajama Sam that I played the most of was... Are they on Steam? They've got to be, right? I've always thought about doing a joke video where I cover them all in like a critical way. I know I played Life is Rough When You Lose Your Stuff, but I don't think that's the one. I think I was kind of old when I played that one. I remember asking my dad if I could play Life is Rough When You Lose Your Stuff, and he thought it was weird because I was already 8. But there's a great musical piece about a sock. The one I played the most was 3. I played Pajama Sam 3. You are what you eat from your head to your feet. Which there's like established lore in that game that I didn't know from the previous games, because I had only played Thunder and Lightning Aren't So Frightening when I was younger at a friend's house. So I didn't like know that one as well. But You Are What You Eat From Your Head to Your Feet, I remember, because at the very beginning you're like in jail and you have to eat your way out, and there's the 4 major food groups, and there's a donut that you can hang out with, and it's kind of a cool one. The other ones I also really liked, which I have to cover this at some point, just because I feel like I have to. But Freddy Fish and the Missing Conch Shell is amazing, because depending on, like, when you start the game, you can't think it was a horror game. That's actually pretty sick. With Freddy Fish, the Missing Conch Shell, there are multiple outcomes. It'll randomly choose who the person who committed the crime is. And so depending on what like build you get, people will be in different areas, and you have to do different things to find them and do things in different order. Which is just insane. It's really cool. So I want to go through all that, but I didn't finish the putt-putt games, and that was 5.5 years ago, so maybe I should go back and do that. I'll do a marathon where I do all the point and click. I'm pretty sure people have done that before. There's no way they haven't, but, you know. Then I can just make a video called, I played every Pajama Sam game, or something like that, and people will click on it for the memes. I'm not beyond doing stuff for memes on this channel. That's for sure. Whoop, that's the wrong scene. I putted every putt. Hey, and if that's what you want to do, if you want to putt every putt, then, like, good for you, you know? Okay. This is Paradise Killer, as the game just said. Where we were last time, which I don't remember if I saved. No, I think I saved here. In my backlog, there's 300 games that are not even touched. I'll be honest with you right now. I bought so many bundles. My collection of not even games that I own, that I haven't played, but games specifically I bought to play on Twitch is currently sitting at 559. But, and you may not know this because I don't know if I'm doing it or not yet, but I have floated around the idea of going insane next year. If I'm still doing this as a thing, which depends on how much money I make for the rest of this year, which is why anyone who wants to sub or be a patron would really help out right now. If I'm in the green and I've made more money than I've spent this year, which I really haven't spent a lot, it's mostly bills, then next year I am going to attempt, keyword attempt, to upload 365 videos in 365 days, because a lot of those 559 games are like 3 to 5 hours long, and I can just like breeze through a couple in a day and then make a bunch of videos really easily. So that's kind of like my plan. Okay, Paradise Killer. We are currently investigating. You can spell the burn already. You know what? It's funny. You would think that that would be the case. I taught myself how to edit 19 years ago. I have not gone more than probably a week and a half of my entire adult life without editing something. I used to edit a video every other day for a guy that I used to work for, and then another guy that I used to work for. So you would think that the burnout is possible, and I am putting the word attempt in there because maybe I don't do it, but this is genuinely the only thing I have in my life. I mean that completely sincerely, unironically. I don't have many things in life that I enjoy. I don't have things in life that I can look at and feel like I own them or have control over them, except for this one thing. I don't have that many friends. I don't really hang out with people all that often. When I do, it's on stream. You guys see it. So this is the only thing in life that really brings me any sort of peace. And so I am totally down to just give it a go and see what happens. And then, hey, if it doesn't work out, then at least I tried. But, you know, it's actually more than 365. It's actually it's actually 730 because I'd be doing shorts for each one as well, which could just take on a life of its own. But hey, you know what? We'll see. You never know. I got a couple months. I'd say about a month and a half before I decide whether I'm committing. Pressing, hope you're well. I'm not doing that well at all, but I don't think anyone who knows me is under the illusion that I'm like a healthy, measured human being because I'm a Twitch streamer to 3 people right now. But you know, it is what it is. I find things to make the days go by and to find a little bit of enjoyment here and there. So it is what it is. I'm glad I have something. I had points in my life where, you know, I was still editing and stuff, but it wasn't bringing me like the joy, or it wasn't bringing me the satisfaction of creating something. And I've known people who have been in similar situations where they didn't have that something to hold on to. So I'm just thankful I have that something. Met that Yuri creep yet? Seems like a bad time, a real bad time. Spineless though, you know, Chief. Like that. Like, could that sack of S actually kill the council? He's got a secret though. You can tell. Everyone here has a secret. Don't get smart with me. Cool, dude. Okay, so the council's been murdered, and we're trying to figure out what's going on. We've already talked to quite a few people. The main person is a guy who's been possessed by demons, but there's credible evidence that he's not actually guilty. And basically, this game ends whenever I decide to end. I can go to the judge and say, I'd like to start the trial, and I know who I want to accuse, and then I think that initiates the ending. I don't know anything beyond that. I don't know how to do things like actually determine who is... Can I grab that? Or I think that's part of the sewer. I have to... I don't know if there's like a thing where it's like there's an objectively correct answer, or if I can get it wrong. I don't know any of that stuff, so I want to collect as much evidence as I possibly can. And, yeah. Dude, please leave me alone. How's your day going? Having a good time? Having a blast? Investigation is in my blood. That's the spirit. Screw the murdered council, so long as you're getting yours, eh? That's not what I meant. Later's gotta shoot. God, I can't stand that dude, but he's also got the best dialogue in the game. Every door I try to walk through to friends, period. Just hope that you can become better mentally. Sucks. You know what? I'm trying to work out a little bit more. Trying to exercise. Trying to get healthier. Trying to be a little bit more adventurous. Not too adventurous, but trying to create things more to fulfill myself. It's tough, right? Because you have to get yourself into a good space, but you also have to... Oh, we've already done this, I think. Yeah. You have to get yourself into a good space, but you have to do things just in life to get, you know, there are things you just have to do, like get money. So, you know, we just do our best, man. Just do your best. I'll do my best. We'll do our best together. And hopefully we'll figure out something that turns it around for us, you know? I think my thing is that I just haven't tried to walk through too many doors, but again, something I'm trying to do. I think giving up streaming would have been the easiest thing for me, like just making videos offline and not streaming anymore. So that's kind of like my way, because like I don't really like presenting myself in front of people in this manner. I like streaming and I like the interaction, but the concepts of this on its own I'm not huge on, but this is like the smallest thing I could possibly do to take a step forward, so just trying to do that more and make plans and see them through. Ooh, idiotic loyalty levels. Hello, I would like that, please. I would like that, please. Thank you. Ooh, wretched CD. There's so many collectibles in this game. Unavoidable pain pills. All workers on the island require prescribed pain medication. All goods produced in the farm and D factory have to be hauled by hand. Oh, that's sick. I love pain. We're just stealing stuff from the store. I'm not paying for any of this. That's insane. I guess we are in paradise, so... Hello. Fashionable Dead Nebula phone charm. Oh, that's so sick. Hope that didn't cost me a blood crystal, or I'll be upset.
Game saved.
Thank you so much for saving my game.
Blood crystal obtained.
I was worried I would lose the game, but it's been saved.
Key item obtained.
Blue crest. Now, does that go into that, like, middle piece that I don't know where it is anymore? Because I lost that a while ago. Someone has definitely played this game enough to memorize the whole map. Increased employee. I don't know how many of these things are evidence or if these are just collectibles. Like, I don't know how much of this means anything.
Relic obtained.
Black market eggs. I've never had one of those before. Fashionable? Does that mean you're fabulous? What?
Blood crystal obtained.
What? Confusion success. It worked, buddy. You got me. You nailed that one on the head. Trying to get future career as a composer. It's not working well. Finally got into game jam and made tracks where music was included in the game or whatever. No idea why. You got credit. Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. You gotta upload your stuff on like line, which kind of I know I hate doing that stuff too because you always worry about like AI or the wrong person finding it and stealing it and stuff. But that's an annoying, shitty situation. I hope that you don't consider that your last like attempt. I hope you keep going and making stuff because the feeling of creating something is the only thing that keeps me going most days. Because like I can create something bigger than myself. So I hope that you can experience that as well, and I hope that you can make music like the music in this game because it's really tremendous. Crystal sparkling water obtained. Happy your two favorite streamers are going to be collabing pretty soon. You're so lucky. I think next Tuesday. I'm going to make Martin spend money on a game. We're going to yell at each other. It's going to be a lovely old time. Look at the water, dude. Crazy how some games cannot do water and some games are just like, yeah, here's just water. so excited. I can't wait for that to be a day where you work or you just can't make it for some reason. I don't know how to get out of here. Am I stuck? There was collectibles down here. Surely I'm allowed down here. I've been collabing with people a lot more, which I think has been really helpful in terms of just like the energy. Me and Fang are going to be on streaming on Sunday night, which I know is probably the worst day to do it, but I'm busy on Saturday. And then sometimes Ice joins me, and now me and Marty are going to stream together. It's just going to be a lovely time. Just me and the 3 people I know in my life, and anytime they talk to me, it's hey, we're streaming, by the way. Oh, this is the inside of the thing. No, I feel you. When I uploaded my first YouTube video, I received so much success, and I wasn't prepared for any of it. And it was like the worst because I hadn't like found my voice or established what I wanted to do yet. And other people, you know, sometimes they get that chance and they just roll with it, and it just becomes their whole life. And I'm like, oh, I'm so jealous. But if, you know, I feel the same way. I don't really have any life skills. Video editing is kind of the one thing, but I'm not good enough at it where I could make it a career without working for myself. So, you know, I just keep at it every waking moment that I'm not doing something else. And, you know, something will come from it, or it'll just have to be one of those, like, lame, emotionally fulfilling things. Whatever the crap that is. Oh, let's go. Finally made it. What's up, Shinji? You've been switching out the skins on Starlight? Chill, I'm just looking for a fellow generation remixers. Can't have the standard thing these days. Gotta make it yours. Sticker this, custom wallpaper that. Shows you've got personality or something. I don't know. Next Tuesday I'm free. It's our Tuesday at 6, so I don't know what that time is for you. 3 a.m. or something? $3 a.m. on Wednesday. It's happy time. You'll have to give the winner a ton of money, even though it's a co-op game with no winner. Marty and I will have to find a one-on-one game to play. The winner gets happy. The winner gets happens maker as a chatter. You need to get prepared. The real question is you got to pick whose chat you're going to be in. Because we'll have combined chats, but you still have to have someone open. Are you gonna go with your OG, or are you gonna go with the new fling? You know. I've definitely been all of these places before. Double streams. I guess if you're not at work, you can keep it open on 2 PCs. That's Doctor's boat, right? Nothing to do with it? Well, yeah, I kind of feel the same with video making, to be honest with you. I've definitely hit points where I'm like, I feel like I've gotten better at writing, and I feel like I've gotten better at timing and knowing how to present, but it doesn't really mean anything. But again, I just have to look at it from the emotionally fulfilling perspective of creating something. That just has to be the thing that I focus on. Okay, I think there's updated things I can ask you about. Hello, Dr. Doom Jazz. Now, if I say let's hang out, does that mean you're gonna try to sleep with me again? Because I don't want to do that. Hey, you got a sec? Got all the time in the world for you. You know that. It's been so long since we spent time together. You still a wine and whiskey woman? Not a lot of either in the idle lands. Want a glass with me? Enjoy the island for a few minutes before getting back to all that murder? I've got a bottle of Freedom Letter open. I'm on duty. Offers there if you change your mind. You're carrying the weight of the syndicate on your shoulders. Don't let it get too much. How's it feel to be investigating again? Oh, I'm so back, dude. Time to breathe life back into paradise. Indeed it is. How was the doctor since last time I saw him? Keep it entertained, you know. It's a small island, but there's always a way to have fun. I'm sure there is. Only one way to find out. Relentless. You don't give up, do you? Can you blame me? It was an unforgettable night. Maybe you've got some time right now? Each second I spend here allows the truth to slink further into the shadows. Paradise can wait, huh? Feel free to swing by any time. I don't want to sleep with you, man. Sneeze. Sorry. Okay. Maybe there's something I can help you with. Ooh, probe. I'd like to probe you. They might be able to help me? Love dies, you've charmed me. Despite the tragedy of last night, the island's infinitely more radiant now that you're here. Because it's you and I can't get out. It's you and I can't get you out of my head. I'll break some ethics. I've treated Witness for death scream trauma. He started complaining about being able to hear screaming on occasion. We had no idea what the cause was, but it kept happening. I eventually narrowed it down to psychic death screams. Huh? What the hell is that? When someone dies, they involuntarily emit a death scream in a burst of psychic energy. Normally you can't hear them, but he'd become attuned to them. How? That's still a mystery. I don't know if we'll ever know. He attributes it to the gods' anger. He's all doom and gloom about us not doing enough to please the gods. He's taking it as one of the many signs of the end times. Okay, so that's a huge ethical violation, and that's why I won't sleep with you. Philtech, respect the past. Hey, if I ever need music and I have money to pay you, I'll hit you up for sure. I don't know what kind of music you make. Maybe I shouldn't commit to that, but I'm always needing something. I shilled out more money than I should have to license music for my Mario documentary for 2 local bands, both featuring singers that I went to school with. How about a taste test? I don't know what that means. Are you talking about him? You want me to taste test the doctor? What treatment does he take? High strength migraine relief. That's the only thing that's worked. What about during the citizen slaughter ritual at the end of an island? Surely that would be overwhelming. That's different. The priest conducting the ritual channel the psychic energy released by the slaughter and energy for the gods that's dissipated away from the island. Anyone else suffer from them? We had a case on Island 15. A syndicate member killed themselves because he kept hearing them. But no one else on this island? Not in the way Witness does. I think demons can probably feel them. Every demon we've encountered has been attuned to psychic energy. Oh, an example of that. That makes more sense. Would this include the demonically possessed? Probably, but I can't say for sure. How would it affect them? I'd imagine a spike in adrenaline. Anything else about the Witness? I've been worried about his mental health. Good for you, man. He becomes secretive and guarded. It's manifesting in the standard ways, but multiple appointments with him have been interrupted by phone calls. He won't take a call with someone in the room and always steps out to his balcony. I do the same thing, though. I don't like being on the phone with someone else in the room. Architect Carmelina. She started noticing it several years ago. She was worried that he was slipping into paranoia. Why are you suddenly telling me this? It's been playing on my mind. I've been thinking about last night and the lunatics we have on the island. Then the heavens send an angel to come and question me. Thank you, doctor. Remember to hurry back if you need an examination or anything. This guy's kind of a pervert. Video games, video games, video games, video games. Okay, you have the permanent resident role now, Isadov. So there is a self-promotion channel if you want to post it in there. I think that should work. Thanks for the testimony, Doom Jazz. Okay, would you kill the council for revenge for the death of your father? You got some guts coming onto my yacht, flinging bull ass like that around. Just doing my job. I'm not a killer. Never have been. Never will be. Regardless of what happened to my father. I'd like to talk to you about Henry's escape. Tell me about the inhibitors used to sedate Henry. Masahiro Heavy Industries tech. Drugs that sedate the body and inhibit psychic ability. They were designed specifically for victims of demonic possession. Calm the body down and mind and stop from lashing out. Henry's dosage level has been cracked for the last decade. Do you know if anything can interfere with Henry's inhibitors? You're not the first person to ask. Who? Witness. God damn, Witness is witnessing a lot of things. Witness is responsible for overseeing the end of an island and ensuring it all goes smoothly. He's obsessed with fail points in the process. He got worried that Henry could be a fail point. Could he get loose at the end? He's executed and not a part of the slaughter ritual with the other citizens. There's a time when he's out of his cage before he's executed. Akiko handles the execution, so he's in safe hands, but Witness got obsessed about the inhibitors that keep Henry sedated. Are they a fail point? Possibly, but you'd have to get past the Grand Marshal. He'd need a massive spike of adrenaline, and the only way I can think of to provide that would be an injection. Could someone have done that? Adrenaline is manufactured by the body. You need a drug to induce it artificially. His blood work came back clean, though. No one gave him that drug. Akiko thinks the demon tricked the inhibitors, and that's how Henry escaped. It's certainly a theory. Is it a good one? There's no proof. I can't say anything without proof. We've never encountered this phenomenon before, but every race of demons is different. It's worth considering, but you need to try and find proof before relying on a theory. I'll keep that in mind. I'll let you know if I need anything, Isadov. I've been thinking about having some sort of, like, outro theme for all of my videos. Because, like, right now, the credits of the Ghost Boy videos and the Reality Escape videos just continue off of, like, the current, thing for a little bit. I don't know. The guys I used to edit for always had consistent outro themes, so there's a part of me that's like, if I get something really cool and catchy, you know. Yo, what's up, Grilled Cheese? Are you the guy that was here last time and then accidentally I left as soon as you showed up? You are. Watching the TTA series been wonderfully frustrating. Hey, thank you so much. I appreciate that. There's another episode coming out on Wednesday. Genuinely, Fang and I are like, we created that as a way to try to get more people who are watching our Nidhogg Shorts series to watch longer form content to help us get monetized on that channel. And you were the third person in this week who has come into the stream to say that you specifically found us and have been watching us through the time trial and error, which is super, super cool because I love that idea. I've been pitching that idea to Fang for a while now, and we finally were like, let's pull the trigger. And we were like, man, we are not very good at Zelda. We probably picked an awful game, but at the same time, it was like the right game because it was a catchy enough game that people were like, oh, I know how this works. Let's see how these people work or whatever. I'd love to work with you. Probably be interesting to work with your channel, especially because you have a pretty consistent, interesting style, such as the black and white thumbnails. Yeah, I like branding. I'm really big on branding. I don't know why. I think that's always why I wanted like a theme song. But I'll let you know if that's ever something that I'm like serious about. I would like to pay you at least a little bit, if that's a thing I do. Not saying I can pay you a ton, but the branding is something I've always been a huge. The branding is something I've always been huge on. I like the black and white. I've had a lot of people over the years be like, I hate the black and white thumbnails. But for me, it's like, I've had way more comments saying, like, I clicked on your stuff because of the black and white thumbnails. So, Zelda before, a tiny bit of Zelda 1. It was funny how long it took for the laser swords. We only found out the laser swords because we looked it up. I'll be honest with you. We looked up how to get projectile swords because it was bothering us that we couldn't figure it out. When we did a blind Castlevania race, we had to do the same thing with the hearts. We were like, what's the hearts? Why can't I use my item? And, you know, turns out one was the other. Hey, did you see the Grand Marshal last night? I saw Akiko after the murder when I examined Henry. Can't help you with anything before that. Have you spoken to Akiko? Sure have. Hey, have you seen Crimson? Nope. Anything you could tell me about Henry's movements last night? You have spoken to Akiko. Okay. Have you seen the other two? Probably not. Ooh, Lydia should have been in contact with Yuri. Okay. What do you know about Henry's demonic possession 10 years ago? Don't know what to tell you. He's clearly possessed, and I wasn't at his arrest 10 years ago. If you think there's something suspicious, try the crime scene. His apartment's in the dead zone. I can't get to the dead zone, but I want to. Reaction to that? I mean, it was mostly just us face palming via text message. Thankfully, someone did comment that as well at the same time that we figured it out, like as a spoiler. And I looked it up like 30 minutes before I saw that comment. Otherwise, I would have been really annoyed. But I'm very thankful that all of the comments, no one has like spoiled anything. And not to spoil anything for Wednesday's episode, but we do actually, now that we have a map, we do actually know where Dungeon 2 is, which is really nice. We're not sure how long it's going to go. We've thought about maybe upping the time to like an hour and a half. There's a couple things that we've...
Relic of
I don't know if I actually need any of these things that I'm doing. We thought about maybe upping the time to an hour and a half, or allowing more walkthroughs or something, but we're pretty happy with the pace that we're at right now. I don't know if we can actually beat the game in under an hour. That would be pretty hard to do. And we've already got some games figured out for the next time we do that series. But yeah, we're having a blast with it. It's pretty fun. It's very hard because I like to edit stuff, and I can't edit that series because I can't look at his screen. I could, in theory, like, mute it. Like, I could, like, hide his screen and then edit it and then render it after and not know, but then I don't know. I feel like that kind of ruins some of it. I think just, like, one take, we're just doing the thing. But, yeah. We're having fun with it. I think if we hit like week 20 and we feel like we're not even close, then we'll probably figure out how to make it a little bit easier for us. Thank you for your continued patronage. You have tried a lot of the refreshing beverages we make. You are our most valued customer. Do you have a favorite? It's just so hard to pick. Never mind that. Remember the upgrade for Starlight we mentioned? We've come through for you. Hang on for a sec. The vending machine has been soft rebooted. You should be able to get the upgrade thing out of it now. Don't forget, it's in the warehouses. Why is hardware like that jammed in a vending machine? The Dead Nebula security chief is a real moron. He's just been showing off before the slaughter ritual. He thinks exposing OS loopholes is a great way to impress people. Why did he have a Starlight upgrade? He did a favor for someone he shouldn't have in the Syndicate. They promised him a piece of Syndicate tech in return. What he got was an unusable upgrade for use on a device he'd never seen. Like we said, moron. How did it end up in a vending machine? Marshall's come knocking. He tried to hide it. It's jammed in the dispensing mechanism. Should come out if you're trying to make a purchase now that it's been rebooted. Works for me. Appreciate it. Go get him. An hour and a half would sort of defeat the purpose, but I think in episode 2, it's being allowed to wander instead of repeating the starting changes would prevent it from being too monotonous. Yeah, that's another thing we might do too, is like we might do an extra out. We might do one playthrough where we might do like didn't they just say there was a Starlight thing here in the vending machine? Am I insane? Didn't he just say that it was jammed in the machine? Oh, in the warehouse, he said. I don't know where that is. Like that other big warehouse at the beach that I was just at, I guess? The harbor? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like that big one with the farms or whatever. Imagine me walking this direction as if I could confidently tell you where it is.
Travel unlocked. Starlight obtained.
Yeah, maybe like an extra hour where we get to continue our save file so that we can actually see things and memorize things. But yeah, this episode I spend 40 minutes dying at one part, I think. What kind of editing do you do for a living? Where can I take you? I think I need to go... So I can't get to the dead zone, which is where his apartment is. I can't get into there. It's late. Enjoy the stream. Also, I did post a couple tracking server. I'll be sure to check them out. Thank you so much for posting them and sharing that stuff with us. I will definitely check those out as soon as stream is done and let you know what I think. But I'm excited to listen to them. Very cool. This is the factory. But he said the warehouse. Freelance for this company? Hey, that's cool. I've been thinking about going back to school. And getting into school for copyright editing. Which feels like the worst thing I could possibly do, because surely that's a job that AI is going to snatch up very soon. But my passion is writing. I like writing and I like analyzing, so it feels like that's like the perfect job for me. And I also read very quickly, so I could do a lot. But then it's like, am I really going to go from freelance editing to other freelance editing? You know what I mean? because I used to do freelance editing on YouTube. But, you know, departure from film. But I never really did film. I don't know if people, I don't classify what I do right now as like using my film school knowledge. I think I could be doing what I did now without that. I mean, it certainly helped. Don't get me wrong. But it's still storytelling. The reason I got into film was because I liked storytelling. And when I originally went into my first year of film school, it was specifically to get into video editing. And then I left with an appreciation for writing and storytelling more. And then I ended up doing a second year of documentary. And that was where I was like, okay, I want to be my own boss. I want to control my own hours because then there's no egos of directors to deal with. And I want to be able to write my own stuff and tell the stories that I want to tell. And really, I mean, when you think down to it, like documentary and what I do on YouTube, it's not too far off sometimes. I'm still documenting information and presenting it in such a way. But I blame Racevic for that one because Racevic got into documentary, then became famous on YouTube, and then I was like, oh, if he could do it, I could do it. So really, it's all his fault. Okay, I want to get in here. No, it's not here. So this isn't the warehouse. So I guess I just don't know where the warehouse is. The warehouse is somewhere else, I suppose. I almost died. But out of all the people I went to film school with, I don't think I know anyone who stuck with it. Not, at least not the people I talked to. Listen to your competition story. Jenna got mad at how the bull the situation was glad you went into something like better than that though. Oh, are you referencing like the thing where the director like pissed me off and made me wait around for 12 hours only to tell me he wasn't going to use my work? I forget what stories I've told on that show already. I know it's only been a few episodes, but I repeat myself a lot. So if I'm referencing a different story, then I apologize. But I think that's what you're referencing. Okay, well, I really need that computer part. Okay, I'm gonna look this up. I know that's not really in good faith of the story, but there's no point in me wandering around and boring everyone. Nebula computer or Starlight part. Buying the 10th, you'll repeat a call. We'll thank you for being a loyal customer. We'll mention there's a Starlight in the vending in the Deep Factory entrance warehouse. Deep Factory entrance warehouse. Is that not where I just was? Surely that's what that is. Same one where you mentioned that's when you went to documentary. Yeah, I mean, I think I was already out of it by that point anyways. But yeah, it was just, it really sucked to just kind of feel like someone's ego took precedent over the work that I was really proud of too. Honestly, the worst part about that was that on set, we had spent like 5 hours setting up like this really beautiful looking dolly shot, and I had it cut in between a couple takes perfectly. It looked so nice. And then in his cut, he didn't use it. And I was like, so all of that work, setting all of that up, and we didn't even use the shot that looked the nicest. It was just crazy. Okay, so this is the Deep Factory. But yeah, film school was an interesting time. It's weird. I only talked to 2 people from, I mean, I talked to 1. I don't talk to Racevic that often, but he's a busy dude, so I don't want to bug him with my trivial stuff. I don't want to be like, hey, Racevic, look at us, we're YouTubers together, and he's got 12 times my following. But I talked to 1 guy from film school, but he's not in the industry either. He's a musician. So none of us really went into it. At least the people that I stayed in contact with. One of my friends worked from documentary. Like, none of the people I went to documentary school with made documentaries. One of them was a cameraman for, like, the National Geographic, which is really cool. One of them worked for, like, a children's animation thing. Person taking credit for what you did would irk me the most. I know too well. You know what? It is funny because, like, I confronted him about it once and he completely shut down. Because we stayed friends probably for a year or 2 after that whole incident. Oh. Okay. We stayed friends for like a year or 2 after that. And the only time I confronted him on that, he completely shut down. He wouldn't talk about it. And, yeah. Oh, we have his thing. We found his ID. This is really bothering me. I'm gonna have to look it up again. Because this is definitely where it said it was, but I can't get in here because there's no way to actually get in there. But yeah, he was, well, and it was funny too, because it wasn't really credit for what I did. It was credit for what I didn't do. And he got like that award for it, which was really funny. Deep factory entrance. Please tell me where this is. Okay, I think maybe I know where this is. I think it's right here, if I'm looking at the picture correctly. But yeah, after that, you know, maybe, and it's funny because I think about this a lot too. Like, maybe it was my own ego that was also getting in the way of, like, I just don't want to be told what to do anymore. Like, maybe that's also an ego thing. I'm sure if I found the right team, I could work with a team. But there is a part of me that's like, why would I ever want to work with a team when if I just do it all myself, then I will get it right how I want to, and I will be satisfied with the end result. And that's why I don't really do a lot of things with other people. Like, when I'm editing and stuff, I generally kind of vouch for, like, a certain amount of freedom. Like, I'll tell people, it's like, you know, the best way for you to get a good result is for you to let me do what I know, what I can do. And, you know, that's just generally how I work when it comes to freelance stuff. When people get too micromanagey, or when people try to be like, oh, well, can you add this tiny little thing and add this tiny little thing, or like adjust this by like 2 frames, I'm like, I don't think we're compatible. And I'm sure, like I said, that's an ego thing on my end too, but it just feels like if I can have total control, I would rather do that. Same reason I've like never even once considered hiring an editor. I've had people offer to edit stuff that I do for free, and I'm sure they're qualified and capable, but I'm like, nope, because I'm just gonna want to redo it later.
Key item obtained.
Visions of Worship? That's not the one I wanted. I wanted Cosmos, I think. Why do I have Cosmos? I wanted something else. Yo, you got the upgrade. Good work. Told you we'd come through for you. Thanks for the help. No worries. Always got to help the investigator of a mass murder. Don't forget to install it from Starlight's inventory. Don't you think that's a hassle? An unnecessary step? Actually, I was just thinking that. Friction is nice. Makes things more meaningful, I guess. We'll let you get back to it. Remember to buy more drinks. Buy more drinks. Cool, dude.
Install complete.
Okay. That's still not the one that I wanted, I think. I don't think I needed worship. Got fired from my last job because the boss never liked how I did things my own, despite me never giving a procedure to follow. The last real job I had, like not including these like fake internet jobs. The last real job I had, I worked at a warehouse, and I got micromanaged so hard that I quit, and then the following months, like, everyone quit. I was like the first to go. A little bit of ego is needed to survive, especially in a creative industry, you know? Like, I was saying to someone when I was pitching them my idea for next year, actually, I think it was talking to Gundam Fang about it, and I had said, you know, how stupid do I have to be to think I could potentially pull off making 365 videos in 365 days? But then I also said, genuinely, I think I'm one of the few people that could do this. And I think I need that ego to, like, actually help me do it if I do it. Why do you think there's so many mysteries? Everything creates a mystery. Human, animal, plant, mineral, everything creates a mystery. It's a byproduct of existing. Not even living, just existing. Everything produces a mystery that we want to solve. Why do we want to solve them? Human nature. Most things are ambivalent about mysteries. Rocks create mysteries, but a rock doesn't care about mysteries. Humans are unique. We need mysteries to live. Without mysteries, we go insane. But a mystery can make you go insane. That's the knife edge we all walk. Damn. Oh, here we go. Here we go. New banger. New banger. Woo. Now, if this was the holding music, I would be on hold forever. I would just phone people and ask them to put me on hold. Okay, now I don't think the computer upgrade that I got is the one I needed for this, but I suppose we shall go and find out. Probably not the best way to do that. But yeah, I think a little bit of ego is important. I just think you can't lose yourself in the realisticness of it at the same time. I think I'm probably the opposite. I'm probably too down on myself. I set my expectations very low. I'll be like, oh man, if I upload this and it gets 10 views, I'll be so happy. And it's like, you could probably, you know, go a little bit higher than that. Just a little bit, though. Bar through the heart? Oh, this is the bar. I've already talked to the guy here, haven't I? Yeah, I don't need to do this again. He doesn't have anything interesting to say. I want to get into there. But I don't know if I have the right computer upgrade or if I got a different one. Pyramids! So I got the wrong upgrade. I need to get pyramids. Are there pyramids on this map? Well, no, that doesn't make sense. Let me in. I want to go to the dead zone. I want to see all the dead things. I think even Twitch streaming... I think Twitch streaming is where my ego messes with me, like, the most. Because I definitely have that vibe of, like, why would anyone want to watch this? Like, why? There's so many other better, more entertaining people to watch. What do I have to provide? No, I haven't found evidence, mostly because I've forgotten what you're looking for, but I do apologize sincerely. I didn't watch the speedrun of this game, but I looked it up because I was curious about how long it was. It's really not that long, because you don't need anything to accuse people. You just get through the cutscenes and talk to the judge and then start the trial. I guess I'll talk to somebody I haven't talked to yet. Oh, it's a crimson thing. She's got an exclamation point over her head, so that might mean something important. I'll go talk to Acid Crimson or whatever the crap her name is. green goat. I need the green one. Okay. Again, I don't know what any of that does. You have an exclamation point?
Crimson acid.
Want to hang out? Got time for a chat? Tell me about your blessing. The 19th island incident? It was a weird island from the beginning. Strange feeling in the air, like it was a powder keg waiting to go. About 2 centuries into it, the demonic invasion happened. Someone communicated with the gods. We discovered an eating cult in the apartments. They convinced themselves a passing comet was the god. They were amateurs, but managed to reach out into space. The demons flooded in. How does this keep happening? Why don't we ever manage to prevent this? Try as you might, you can't stop insurrection in a society. The syndicate never learn. If you mass abduct a population and enslave them, they're gonna act out. That's the secret to Perfect 25. Carmelina and Masahiro came up with the psychic retardant material for the buildings. You're never gonna stop citizens reaching out to the gods. The islands have to be able to withstand it. So you fought the fight and got blessed? Not just a pretty face, lady. Akiko and her marshals were pinned down at the temple. I held the line at the council building. Akiko's never forgiven me. She was convinced the demon general would go for the temple. I believed otherwise. After the battle, the gods blessed me and I got this new head. Story time's over. Be glad I didn't charge you for this. Oh yeah, no, she has to charge me for information. Hey, do you have anything about this alibi? No. Okay, so why did I just came back just to... Okay, well, I'll get 1 Starlight skin from her. Maybe that'll make her like me. Ooh, actually, I do like that one. I do like that Starlight upgrade quite a bit. Even though I'm never in this menu, it's important to look the part. It's me! Okay. We still have whole people that we have not spoken to. Witness seems like the big one. Hey, it's Shinji. What do you know? This is a work of art. The integrity of the syndicate is the canvas. A knife is the brush. Is it modern art? Abstract? Formal? Who can say? I always hated art. Anyways, gotta run. Introspective as always, pal. Where would we be without you? Alright, witness. Alright, The Witness. The video game. The hit video game, The Witness. These are kind of pyramids. Do you have the upgrade for me?
Relic obtained.
I don't know if I need that, though. I just want my Starlight upgrade. That game is such a good emote for Martin. Every time Martin posts a picture of his face, I just post a zoom in of also his face. I don't like you peeing blood on open pyramids. I don't really think that your opinion matters a whole lot in this situation. So maybe you should just keep that kind of thing to yourself. Also, I think Yuri's closer, so I'm just going to go talk to Yuri, because I haven't talked to him either. Him and the Witness are the last 2 I haven't spoken to, I think. I went up to Yuri at one point, I just never spoke with him. But honestly, my you know, blood urine habits are none of your business, to be honest. Okay, who's ready for 9 hours of dialogue with Yuri, who's not wearing a proper shirt? Does anyone want to recap on the story, by the way? Just, we're about to start an ad. It would be a perfect time to start a recap and then get cut off by the commercial. I'll wait till the ad is done before I recap the story. I kind of want to listen to the Izadov jams that he posted. Recap a different story. So once there was this kid who moved from New Jersey to California, right? And he was getting bullied a lot at school. And so he was like, I'm going to learn karate. Okay? And then he learns karate. But his old, wise karate sensei is like, no, you shouldn't solve your problems with violence. And he gets pushed off of his bike and he messes up his eye. And then his old karate teacher is like, all right, I'm gonna teach you how to karate, and then you're gonna enter the karate tournament, right? And so he's like, he goes into the karate tournament and he wins, and it's like a big moment, and there's like music playing. You want to get 2 ads? Come on, Moon, you got to work harder than that. I need money. Anyways, Yuri's like one of our leading suspects, I think, right now.
Yuri Knight.
Secretary to the architect. Good to know. You're the famous investigation freak. I don't believe we've ever met before. Yuri Knight, secretary to the architect and fairy woman's handler. Born in the marble chambers on island sequence 15 under the sign of Dire Rose, Yuri is new to the syndicate and has quickly risen through the ranks. I can't believe in our darkest hour that Judge called on you. I understand that you're secretary to architect Carmelina and Lydia's handler during her fairy woman duties. Did you manage to deduce that? I think I'm making a few other deductions about you as it happens. Oh, snap. And what might those be? I was raised better than that. Don't put too much faith in how you were raised, freak. It can hold you back. For some reason, investigation freak is like a common thing that people call you, which is a very funny thing that's like, oh, you're a freak. You like investigations, you freak. Just an odd pathway we've gone down. You broke free, did you? My parents were cowards. I'm not. It's not a big mystery to solve. Let's get to business. What do you want, freak? No mention of grieving for our loss? Grieving is a sign of weakness. I said, let's get to business. Stop dragging this out. Oh, this guy seems lovely. Let's hang out. Got time to chat? What do you want, freak? You weren't part of the syndicate before I was exiled. Is that a statement or a question? A question. Then phrase it like a question. You're serious? Is that a statement or a question? Goodbye. I am not wasting my time with you. Okay. Look at all these things we have to talk about. Does Akiko have an alibi? Didn't see her. Freak. What about Doom Jazz? He said he was in his clinic. Ask him. Fair enough. What about Crimson's alibi? Did you see her? I knew she was ready for pickup, but I left her until the end. She hates it here, and I had the power to make her wait longer, so I did. Insane behavior. Okay. Do you believe Henry did this? What an insufferable question. Of course he did it. The Grand Marshal has him in custody. No suspicions of anyone else? The islands are full of schemers. You know that. Want to drop anyone in it, Yuri? Dish the dirt on someone? What? Who's got a motive to kill the council, Yuri? The killer is in a cell waiting to be executed. Let's say he isn't the killer. He is. It's a thought experiment. Play along. If Henry didn't kill the council, who else has motive? Fine, I'll play along. You should investigate Crimson. You gave that name up pretty easily. I've had my suspicions for a while. Why? Something sits wrong with her. Why did she get blessed? What would stop her from wanting more power now that she's blessed? She's too smug. She's also a goat. That seems tenuous. You're the investigation freak. Investigate. I don't like your tone, pal. Enchanted Blue is secured by god hunters in the real world. She's in the pyramids hidden in the caverns in the Sahara. The syndicate exists to resurrect the gods. How can we sit idly by when a goddess is in the hands of the enemy? Retrieving her would be a suicide mission. You're familiar with deception by gods, right? Like you, the disgraced freak? I haven't been deceived. That's a crime. Future counselors can't commit crimes, can we? How'd you go through such a big transformation? Enchanted Blue blesses those who she deceives with physical perfection. You're saying I'm perfect, freak? You like what you see? I'm not into little boys. Bah, you're a joke, freak. You're gonna fail and go back to exile if you keep focusing on everyone except for the killer. What if you're the killer? Is this the brilliance of your investigation technique? Just ask rhetorical questions and hope someone confesses? Judge made a mistake bringing you back. Rude! What's your alibi? Where were you last night? I was directing the fairy woman all night. From where? Here in the celebratory gardens. You often work in the gardens? My work last night didn't require a desk, so the gardens are beautiful when the island is ending. Any proof? No, freak. The gardens aren't covered by logs, unlike the HQ. Give me your phone. What? I need to verify your location last night. You would have been making calls with it if you were directing Lydia. I'm under no obligation to give you my phone. I have important work to do with it. I'm sorry to interrupt your work. You should be. I'll get it back to you quickly. I need to confirm your alibi. Fine, whatever. Nice, we're making calls. That wasn't so hard, was it? Just do what you need to do and bring it back. I just need to use the comms tower to verify the location of any calls made from this phone. Then you can have it back after the trial. Oh, I know where the comms tower is. I climbed up there earlier by accident. Alright, alright. Can't we also just talk to Lydia? She's our friend and our chauffeur. Hey, KHX is missing. What do you know about that? He hasn't been seen for a few days, probably sleeping off a hangover. He was one of your old drinking crew, wasn't he? Isn't a missing syndicate member something of a concern for one of the people responsible for getting the syndicate off the island? Well, the game ends with the trial, so I'm presumably never giving it back to him. I can only work with what I have. If he doesn't want to be picked up by the ferry woman, I can't help it. He's his own man. No concern or empathy. What do you want from me? I can't care about everybody. It's exhausting. That's fair. He is dead, by the way. I can't tell anyone that. I've not been able to tell a single person that the first thing I did in this game was accidentally find his body. Tell me about Crimson, the traitorous idol. Traitorous? She peddles her secrets and destabilizes the syndicate. You're worried she's got something on you? Don't make me laugh. Has she got motive for killing the council? She has her own secrets I'm sure she isn't happy about people knowing. She wants to play soldiers again. She won't accept her new role and wants to run around with a sword and gun fighting. Run around with a sword and gun fighting demons, or run around with a sword and gun fighting demons? Like, she has a sword and also she wants gun fighting demons. Or she wants to run around with a sword and gun and she wants to fight demons. Eats, shoots, and leaves? Like a panda? With a gun? Eats, shoots? Like bam... But... Why you do that? Why did you do that? If the next island is perfect, there won't be any more demonic invasions. I think she's trying to destabilize the island so she can have another go at playing soldier. Oh, snap. You sure this isn't about her blessing? What about it? You're jealous. With sword and gun, she wants fighting demons. So you picked the third thing that I didn't even bring up. I think she wants to fight demons with the old man, the boat. Well, you're just saying words now, Moon. Why are you guys doing this to me? I have a disease. Leave me alone. That's just my excuse for anything. It's a really solid excuse, too. I use it on Gundam Fang all the time. Gundam Fang will be like, hey, are we hanging out tonight at 6 p.m.? And I'll be like, I have a disease. Lay off. What did you direct Lydia to do right before the council murder? I asked her to take her husband Sam off the island. The end of island party was over and his bar can be shut down. That is true. I can verify that. About 23:40? That doesn't match up. No, that matches up. She said it takes 10 to 15 minutes, I think, to get through. Nice sword. I don't know what this is. What do you know about the second holy seal? We don't know about the seals, freak. That's the point. Ever worn a space helmet? Why would I wear a space helmet? To get through the second seal? Never been through it, freak. The space helmet was discovered surrounded by pink petals that look like they came from your hat. That is the most tenuous thing I've ever heard, freak. You're grasping at straws. The old man, the boat is a confusing grammatically correct sentence. Are you telling someone who's old, someone who's nicknamed the Old, to man the boat? Or are you saying the old man, the boat, as in like you're trying to make him look at the boat? You're telling the old people to work the boat? That's what I interpret it as, the old man, the boat, but I guess you could say the old man, the boat, but like that'd be two separate things. We're missing some punctuation in that, I think. Hey, is there anything you want to know about Henry? Yeah, I didn't think so. Do you know anything about the burning of the Mexican? I don't know. Which is fair enough, Drew. Honestly, not reasonable for me to know. Okay, so Yuri didn't actually have as much as I thought he would. So I think the only people I haven't talked to is Carmelina. Talked to the marshal. So Carmelina and the witness are the two I haven't spoken to. But I don't know if Carmelina's in the barracks, because if it's in the barracks, I can't get in the barracks because she's in the barracks, and I don't think I can get in the barracks. But I can try to get in the barracks, but I don't think I can get in the barracks because I think Carmelina's in the barracks, and I don't think I can get in the barracks with Carmelina being in the barracks. But we can try to get in the barracks to see if Carmelina's in the barracks. Did I mention the barracks? I should save. It's been a while. You tried getting in the... See, now this is the kind of contribution I need from Twitch chat. Moon's finally, like, on my side, feels like. It's like I wasn't sure if Moon was on my side, but now it's like, you know what? We should try getting in the barracks. It's about time someone had an idea around here. I'm tired of carrying the chat in this game. I don't think this is the way to go. It does look like it inserts stuff in there, but I don't know what that would be. Last time I tried to go up this way, I went down by accident. Oh, it's another martial guard. Hello. Leader Montserrat made the silent goat always walk. Last time I saw Montserrat was when I was exiled 3 million days ago. Flashback. The crime you committed is severe. Your actions could have ended the syndicate. You let yourself be deceived by damned harmony. The god used you to enact a plot against us, threatening our holy mission and endangering the rest of the holy cosmic pantheon. Cannot believe you, of all people, let this happen. Breaks my heart. You served us so well and for so long. Do you have anything to say? Those deceived by gods are victims, not criminals. Victims? I did not willingly embrace damned harmony. Gods deceive you by manipulating your psyche. They can only do that if they find a weakness. You should have no weaknesses. You were the head of the Paradise Psycho unit. You were the head psycho. You were supposed to protect us against these dangers. You failed us. Your sentence is exile. You will be sent to the idle lands for the rest of your eternal life. Except it wasn't, because I came back. The Paradise Psycho unit will be disbanded. Goodbye, Lady Love Dies. We will never meet again. That's true because I'm free and you're murdered, idiot. Hey, Marshal. Halt. What do you want, freak? I'd like to go in to see Carmelina. Is she expecting you? I'd hope so. She should know the investigator is on the island. Grand Marshal Kiki already has the suspect in custody. The crime is solved. Let's not do this. Just take me to see Carmelina. Whatever. Freak. She waits in the throne room. I'm starting to think these people don't like me.
Architect Carmelina Silence.
Carmelina Silence? What's the dog's name? Old Man the Boat? Architect Carmelina. Carmelina Silence, architect of the island sequences. Born to Romeo and Natasha Silence on the 4th island sequence under the sign of Blood Dancer. Her parents were skilled island architects and taught her how to weave psychic will and structure. Carmelina has since become a genius architect and will soon achieve the perfect island. So for people who have no idea what's going on, we are creating islands over and over again until we create the perfect island to appease the gods. So the 24th island, which we're on right now, is ending. And so the 25th is about to start. So this is the person that created the next island that we're going to. But the syndicate, the council, the people who run the island, they got moited. We think. We actually can't verify. And presumably it was Henry, who is this young man who's been possessed by a demon. Although the numbers and time that it would have taken doesn't quite add up. We also know that all the citizens, unless you're like considered like blessed or something, all the citizens get murdered by the end of the cycle. So only a few select people actually get to go to the next island. And so Carmelina's the architect. She's the one who designed the islands. And like Akiko, the guard, she could have done it because she was falling in love with her soldiers and she had to recruit new soldiers every time because the soldiers were not allowed to be immortal. And that's a thing the council has to pass and all this stuff. So Romeo's silence was seduced by the god Cosmic. So the reason we don't actually know that the council is dead or not is because we can't get access to the room that they were killed in, because only council members can get access to the room that they were killed in. And I think you have to go into space for one of it or something. But in Henry's stomach, they found the blood of all 4 council members. So I think that's why they assume that they're probably dead, because we can't get a hold of them. Her mother was killed fighting to protect the council during the demonic invasion on the 9th island sequence. Exile wasn't permanent for the investigation, freak, or her little computer. Your dog looks insane. If the syndicate needs me, I answer. This is the worst crime in our history. Leader Montserrat and the entire council have been taken from us. Losing Montserrat to an act of savagery is a loss all of us in the syndicate will struggle to overcome. It worked out okay for you. You got the throne. A temporary measure ordered by your new master. A new council will be assembled on the next island. So Judge is this like non-binary human with multiple heads, and they made a plea to someone to like strip them of all ego and personality to become an impartial judge. So they can't move and they are bound to the islands, and so it was their decision to bring us in, because the only people that they know are not guilty of the crime for sure are Judge, because they can't move, and us, because we've been in exile for 8,200 years, 3 million days. So that's why we were called, because we were also the lead investigator before we were deceived by a god and we were exiled. But Carmelina is the leader, and the leader and the architect are not supposed to be the same person, but she's like the highest ranking person left, which is why she's here. Why did Judge choose you to assume the role of leader? Temporary leader, don't forget that. The law still stands. I am a servant, not a leader. The sins of my father still bind me. I think Carmelina wanted to be on the council too, but wasn't allowed because of something her dad did. That's what I don't get. Your father's punishment still stands. You shouldn't be on the throne. You're out of the loop. The next island will be perfect, and I'm the architect. I will see us to the new island and then step aside. Any guarantee of that? Law is law. The leader cannot overturn it without unanimous council backing. The marshals work for the council, not the leader. They will ensure the law is carried out. I am an artist, a craftswoman. I have no desire to manage and administrate. These concrete halls are vessels for bureaucracy. My throat's already starting to hurt. Not art. Whoa, okay, dog, chill. Can someone screenshot that dog's face and put it in the Discord? I want to make that an emote. Just like angry dog or something. The dog looks like a completely different animation than the person. Thanks, Ice. That's terrifying. You didn't do it. I'm looking at the Discord right now. You didn't do it. Oh, you DM'd it to me. Thank you. Perfect. Alleged murderer. Do not ignore the evidence to find a truth that isn't there. I'm here to hunt the truths that haunt this island, no matter which truth you may cling to. Believe what you want. Investigator, can I help you with anything? Just hang out. What's your dog's name? Platinum. Where'd you get him? This island, a few years ago. During an abduction operation, a stray followed the marshals back. I never had you down as a dog person. I thought you'd be more into cats. I wanted a companion that doesn't talk. Cats are fine, but I see too much of myself in them. Can I pet him? If you must. Who's a good boy? Are you a good boy? Can you help me sniff out the murderer? Can I help you with anything else? I'm busy. I think Platinum did it. I think Platinum's the murderer. Hey, can you think of anyone that would want to strike against the council? Asking such a thing is dreadful, investigator. The prime suspect is behind bars and needs to be executed. All of us are loyal members of the syndicate. I can't think of anyone that would commit a crime like this. What about yourself? Would you have any reason to commit murder? Absolutely not. How dare you, investigator? Is there anyone that can think of a reason for you? I'm beginning to think Judge made a mistake bringing you back. Architect, what do you know about the crime last night? Only what we were told by the Grand Marshal in the crisis meeting. Henry broke free and murdered the council. Why would a citizen have enough motive and the ability to kill the council, breaching all of the holy seals? That's not for me to question. I'm surprised there's any question at all. So you believe he did it? Of course, and so should you. You're a disgrace. Finish this quickly and maybe the next council will look favorably on you. Do you feel that you are not being rewarded for your current hard work? What do you mean? I have heard that there is suspicion that you feel aggrieved by all your hard work building the islands and not being rewarded with a seat on the council. I do not require a reward for my craft. Craft is its own reward. Are you trying to build a motive for me? That's my job. You're going down the wrong path. Tiles and power aren't my desire. Oh, titles, not tiles. She cares a lot about tiles. What could you tell me about your self-imposed isolation 25 years ago? I have no idea why something I did 25 years ago is any of your concern. What were you doing? You said it was for a project, but no one has ever seen what came of it. What I choose to do is nothing you need to concern yourself with. Where were you last night? Visiting Witness. His role is to oversee the end of an island. The last moments are best enjoyed with an old friend. Do you often visit Witness? Not in recent times. Our paths diverged. Then why last night? For so long he has been integral to my art. Every island has failed and he has borne witness to the end of each one. This may be the last time an island ends. If Island 25 is perfect, there will be no more endings to watch. I want to say goodbye to old art. What time did you arrive? About 9 p.m. The logs in his apartment should be able to confirm that. Oh, they will. I'll make sure I check them. I'll save you a question as well. I left when Judge summoned us for a crisis meeting sometime after midnight. Thank you for saving me from reading that dialogue. Does Yuri have an alibi? He's my secretary investigator. It would be strange were I not to see him. So was that before you went to Witness's apartment? Yes, we concluded our business for the day and he left to deal with the fairy woman from the celebratory gardens. That's true, that's Lydia. We know Lydia, she's our friend. I don't think the unlikable characters did it. That's too easy. Hey, KHX is missing. It's a mystery. I do hope nothing is bad to happen to him. We always enjoyed talking. When did you last see him? A couple weeks ago. My schedule became hectic as we closed down the island. He's dead. I can't tell you, but he's dead. Did you see the Grand Marshal last night? When I was with the witness, he got a call from Akiko. You should ask him about it. I plan to. Did you see Crimson last night? I did not. Did you see Doom Jazz last night? Nope. Is there anything else you can tell me about Henry's movements last night? Surely you've spoken to the Grand Marshal about what he did. Have you seen Lydia and Sam last night? You need to speak to Yuri, investigator. He was Lydia's handler last night. Do you know anything about the murder of the marshal guards outside of the council building? Losing fine marshals to a killer like that is a tragedy. Unfortunately, I don't have any further insight for you, investigator. Also, with the marshals that were killed, who were basically the security for the council, their blood was not a match. So, like, they were not who they were supposed to be. And one of them is the Grand Marshal's secret lover or former secret lover. So there's, like, suspicions there. What do you know about the second Holy Seal? It's one of the big mysteries, isn't it, investigator? You're the architect and you don't know? Security. It's the only bit of the island I don't design. It's better for the council to design their security and keep the secret to themselves. What do you know about the escape last night? You should speak to the Grand Marshal, investigator. She was there and has a report waiting for you. What do you know about his possession? Not sure. Cool. What a large curved sword you have. Okay, well, the only person we haven't talked to is the witness. But now other people are going to start lighting up because they're going to be like, oh, I can go ask about this person's whereabouts now. The one place I haven't been to is the second seal, because I'm pretty sure I have a helmet. So I'm pretty sure I can just, like, go to space if I want to. Come spend an island vacation with us. Enter your number now at 888-555-4132 for a chance to win. Come on down to Sam's workshop. We've got furniture. Ooh, this is another one of those things. I want to know if doing 2 does anything. Oh, I can double jump. Oh, okay. I thought that they would all do the same thing. Are you memorizing the barcodes, Moon? Because that's a very Moon Truther coded thing to do. Oh, I can double jump. This is actually pretty neat. I should look for the... There's only 3 of those things. I should look for the last one. Don't mind me, just walking around. Hey, Yuri, been a long time since we chatted. Yeah, tell me about it. Do you want to hang out? Yeah, this is... The hangout stuff is really... nothing to do with anything. It's just, like, talking about them. But if your relationship increases, sometimes they'll tell you things. Architect, before I started my duties, you should ask her. I know, but I'm just gathering information, okay? May you reach the moon or whatever the crap. I'm trying to think if there's anywhere I couldn't go to before without double jump, but I don't think there is. Why are they reaching me? I think that it's just a polite thing to do. Also, you're the Moon Truther. You're not the moon.
Relic obtained.
Don't even understand your own identity. Oh, crap. I will drown if I go in the water. Okay, I imagine... No, I don't want to go there, actually. You know what? They don't have anything to say. That's a long way to walk for them just to be like, yeah, I don't know where Yuri was last night. Let's go talk to Lydia, because Lydia might have some more information about that stuff. She is the handler. Oh yeah, walking through trees, double jumping. This is the life. I just need that. I need that pyramids computer, and I don't know how to get it, so I can go in the dead zone. Hey, Lydia Daybreak, the fairy woman. Let's hang out. Do you have any hot goss to tell me about? Cool! Our relationship increased. I have something I think we should discuss. Something you want to tell me? It's probably nothing. Nothing is probably something. K-Man is missing, right? No, he's dead. Oh, he is straight up pasta away. K-Man. Yeah, he is. This probably has nothing to do with it, but I liked hanging out with K-Man, so I want to tell you. The other day, Yuri started freaking out in the HQ. Totally went off at one of the assistants. How does this relate? He was looking for his ring. It was a nice ring that he commissioned from KHX. This ring, by any chance? It was found in KH's corpse. The big blue sapphire looks good, right? Yeah, it's too flashy for me. I forgot all about the red, huh? Where'd you find it? Sorry, investigator secret. Why was he yelling at the assistant? Yuri was lashing out. He'd lost the ring and was going berserk about it. Do you think this is relevant? I want to help K-Man, you know? This is very relevant because he's looking for the thing that he was holding when he pasta away. Okay, so that's Yuri's ring, the necklace, but she kind of said it was there. They were in a relationship. No one else seems to care about him. Okay. Do you have an alibi for Yuri? Yep, you're good. We got to the Paradise Gates. I checked in with him to confirm the warm-up sequence had started, but I couldn't get through to him. Ooh. Any idea why? And this happened a couple times before. The reality folding drive sometimes causes it. Just odd it happened last night of all nights. We'll try checking his phone records. The comms tower. That's right, I have his phone. And didn't see Carmelina. And she says talk to witness. Okay. So, I've got a couple things now. I can go back and talk to Yuri about the ring. But I also can talk to I can also check the phone records, which I think are just on the other side of this place here, so... Let us do that, I think. As much as I've enjoyed holding on to this man's cellular telephone device. This is the wrong way. Oh, this way. The the jumping moans are sounding just a little on the sexual side, but I have a feeling that was intentional. Is there anything to do in here? I guess not. It's just a memorial for the same 6 people over and over again. We really miss those 6 people a whole lot, and we all have framed photos of them just lying around. To the moon. Scanning. Question mark. Exclamation point 1. Morse code. More Morse code. I've got the records. It looks like all the calls made to or by Yuri happened at the celebratory gardens. All the calls from last night are from Yuri to Lydia, all about the same length. These are him directing her to different syndicate members for pickup. Please review the data between 2350 and 0. There's a gap. The phone went dark for 10 minutes. Why? Unknown. This matches up with what Lydia told me. There's a gap in time where Yuri's phone couldn't be contacted, and no one can account for him. This tower can help me scan phone records. My goodness. Is that the smoking gun? Well, maybe he didn't kill KH, but he definitely knows something about it. Oh, no, I drowned.
Respawning.
I think that cost me blood crystals, but I'm not exactly sure. I need a ride. If you could take me to the celebratory gardens, which I don't actually know where that is, but I imagine it's around just take me to the courthouse. I have nothing. Just take me somewhere, man. Who the hell is that on the bottom? Oh, that's the judge. Or that's not judge. That's Dr. Doom. I need Yuri. Yuri, I've come to confront you with evidence. 2 pieces, to be exact. I'm sure you're gonna love talking to me. We'll increase our relationship first. How about that? We'll just hang out and you can call me a freak and then... Alright, good talk. Hey, I got some case files about your alibi. I've scanned your phone. You can have it back now. Believe me now, freak? No, I don't. The phone records prove my alibi. There's a 10-minute period where your phone went dark. Your alibi has a hole. Lydia told me she lost contact with you last night during this 10-minute window. She tried to contact you while she was waiting at the Paradise Gates just before the Moida. And? Were you in the council building? You didn't want to be contacted? Of course not. The reality folding drive might have disrupted the communications. All about reality folding with these people. At the end of an island, the folding drive does a final burst to power both islands during the transition. The radiation sometimes causes localized areas of communication and electrical interference. That seems convenient. What do you want me to say? Okay, so I wonder if I have another person making another phone call around that same time, which proves that that didn't happen or something. I heard you're missing a ring, Yuri. What interest is that to you? Is this the one? Give me that. It's impolite to snatch. Want to tell me what it's doing in the fist of KHX's dead body? I have no idea. He made it for me, and I lost it. Someone probably found it and gave it to him, recognizing his work. Probably. Anything else you want to tell me? I don't know anything, freak. I think he murdered KHX for some reason. And for some reason, I don't mean he murdered him for a reason. I mean, I think for some reason I think that. It's difficult because all I want to do is go back and talk to people I've already talked about every time I discover one tiny little new piece of information. That was so unfortunately close. No! No! Generally, murders happen for a reason. That's not necessarily true. I can't even begin to tell you how many murders I've done that aren't for a reason. I'm learning that if we're ever in a glass onion situation, I'm not letting you play detective. Why not? I'm doing fine. I have leads, I have suspects. What do you mean? Why can't I be trusted with this? I played LA Noire. I know how to solve crimes. Also, please, I called the real killer of Knives Out. I haven't seen the third one though. What's the third one called? I haven't watched it yet. You guys know which one I'm talking about, right? The problem is that none of them are the same thing, but they are all the same thing. I don't know if I need to keep doing this, but I just feel like I should. Kill. Oh, I've already had to kill the thirst. My bad. I think Ice is just trying to cover his tracks because he's the killer. Look at all the butterflies.
Crimson acid.
Crimson acid. We're just gonna hang out for a brief moment. Oh, I guess I'm asking about my ex. She's got something to tell me. Do you have something you want to tell the investigator? I told you about the key from KHX. I didn't tell you another part of the story. I've been worried about what's going on, but you need to know. I seduced KHX for my own interest, but someone else asked me to do it as well. Witness. Why? He wanted the key. I don't know why, but he asked for it. He wanted it modified for remote access. A dongle could be placed in a remote control panel and then used to remotely access it. They needed a line of sight, though. That amount of data could easily drop packets if the signal was blocked. Did you give it to him? Yes. Why? He promised to help me. With what? He said he had a plan for the next island that would allow me to keep my freedom and allow me to return to active service. Crimson, I know. I didn't expect it to be this, if this was him. This is the truth? Yes. I've got some work to do. Witness is the last person I've yet to talk to, and it seems like he is the most sus, as the kids say. I'd also like to talk to you about Yuri's testimony. Fair enough. See Yuri last night? He handles Lydia. You should speak to her. Did you experience a comms blackout last night? Not down here. Those are very rare. If he's using that as an alibi, you need to be skeptical. I already was. See Architect last night? Ask Witness. Alright, cool. The Witness is sus. What is the third movie called? Someone please tell me because it's driving me nuts. It's Knives Out, Glass Onion, and then there's a third one. And I can't remember which one it is. Which one of my notes has an exclamation point on it? Mika the Ghostfish wants to know where people play dominoes. What an insane sentence. Wake Up Dead Man. Thank you very much. I have yet to watch that particular film, but I think that is something that I will strive to do after I pick up these grubby skimmy runes. I know you guys were all watching thinking, you've only seen Glass Onion? Knives Out is actually not that bad, but I think it's a little more predictable. Glass Onion's one of those ones where you can't really figure it out by watching. They don't really want you to be able to guess. And they throw a bunch of plot twists at you. I remember, I think I got half of it. I had said something didn't make sense, but I couldn't remember exactly what it was that I had said. I watched it on like Christmas with my family, like when it came out. My mom was watching a promo for the Odyssey, and she's like, "Oh, do you think I would like the Odyssey?" You know, I like Matt Damon and Anne Hathaway. Do you think I would? Did you think you think I would like it? And I was like, no, not at all. You cry at Disney movies. This will scar you for life.
Relic obtained. Relic obtained.
Witness. I've been looking all over the city for you, you son of a bitch.
Witness to the end.
Under the gaze of the gods, the so-called investigation freak returns to the island sequences. Witness to the end, overseer of each dying paradise. Born in the Chaos Palace in northern Iran in AD 981 under the sign of the destroyed Eden. As a child, Witness was enslaved under the banner of Crying Grudge and put to work building the perpetually growing Chaos Palace in North Persia. And what a fine job. What a tourist attraction, right? During the Great Betrayal, Witness refused to budge in his devotion, fleeing to hide within the impossible labyrinth of the Chaos Palace. In what world do you think I can pronounce this? Ezekiel? Is it supposed to be like Ezekiel, but it's Ezekiel? Ezekiel found Witness and urged him to follow him. They became close. Witness was still a young man, and Ezekiel, older and wiser. Witness looked up to him as a father figure after being taken from his own father at a young age. Witness holds a great deal of responsibility overseeing the end of an island. He ensures every failure is perfect. He collects and breeds rare plants in his penthouse. Isn't this the fourth or fifth? Most of these people are immortal, and they've been around for like millions or like thousands of years. Like, because the planets, I think Lady Love Dies was, I think she was sentenced on the 14th or 15th island sequence, and this is the first time she's been on for 3 million days, so 8,200 years. So presumably most people are at least 10,000 years old. And if I'm understanding the idea correctly, they take real people, like, they take humans and take them from the real world and bring them on to paradise. Sure, but if they're all mortal, why are they born so close to each other? I mean, it's give or take like 1,000 years. They probably aren't recruiting as much anymore because they have all these immortal people that fill all the roles, so they don't really need any more. But maybe for the first 8 or 9 islands, they didn't have people to fill that roles. That would be my guess. But if you want to argue with me, I'll beat you up. I will ban you from this chat. I will ban you from Discord. I will physically hurt you if you disagree with me. The only recruitment waves when a bunch of people get murdered? I guess so. I don't know how long the council has been around for. I mean, obviously, the Montserrat has been around for at least 11 cycles. So my guess would just be that they didn't have people filling roles until a certain island sequence, and then they got a bunch of people, and then the people that are born in that era or born in that time were just the people who've been around the longest. How long has it been since you last did work for our holy masters? Time moves so strangely here. We are grains of sand that drift in the astral wake of the heavenly titans. Especially after last night. The island is ready to end. The time flow is broken. The gods are displeased. We are supposed to be their loyal servants, our only purpose to resurrect them. Now we squabble and scheme, our holy work brought to a screeching halt by murder. The end times are looming. So many have strayed from the path. This must be a sign from the gods. I'm here to do the work of the gods. I can see it in you, loved eyes, the fire of holiness. I live in fear of the rage of the cosmic deities. Maybe you can quell their anger. What's with the holy proclamations? This isn't your usual style. Far too much has happened in your absence. Truths have become more mutable. Our masters are not being served. The syndicate has lost its way. I have not strayed from the path. Too many of us have forgotten what it means to serve our masters. I fear last night was one of our punishments. Or maybe it was a divine reminder. Our gods work in esoteric ways. Are you here to punish the wicked monster that committed this atrocity? The sinner that allowed demons on the island? Justice? I can't stop yawning. You can be sure of it. Any that would hinder the ascension of our cosmic overlords must be purged. Now, how can I assist you with your holy work? Everyone says you are guilty and sus AF, boyo. Want to chat, witness? Must warn you that I'm not one for long conversations. Alright, great. I just want to talk to you to increase our relationship. Oh, he's praying. Oh, he's praying. Oh, we're praying. Oh, we're praying. I'm blessed. Hashtag. Do you think Henry is responsible? All I can do is trust in the gods and have faith that what happened was a part of their divine will. Anyone else not like this guy? I have talked to people like this in real life. I need to turn off my fan. I'm actually getting cold with the air conditioning. It was like 33 today, and it's supposed to be 35 tomorrow, and I'm streaming all day. So hopefully the air conditioning gets turned on before I wake up. All I can do is trust in the gods and have faith that what happened was a part of their divine will. But do you believe Henry did it? It is not for me to question the gods. Do you think anyone has a motive for killing the council? The island is full of sinners. Our holy mission has been left unattended for far too long. So that was another thing that a lot of people have been saying, is that, like, the whole point of creating these islands is to create a perfect place to appease the gods. But some people have felt like we're just creating new islands to create new islands and to make it better. Any number of the sinners here could have done it. Perhaps it was an act of the gods. Heavenly anger leads to heavenly smiting. Heavenly anger? Is that what happened last night? Our holy mission is to exalt and resurrect our astral masters. This has been forgotten. Too much focus has been put in the island sequences. What good are the islands if we're not raising our gods from slumber? The gods seethe with anger. I can feel it. The signs are all around us. Demons. Murder. Sin. The gods always punish those that sin. Those are the rules. The syndicate sins by not giving away everything to our lords. Perhaps this was an act of punishment by the gods? Do gods often use knives? Gods use instruments to carry out their will. Is Henry their instrument? That's for you to find out. Judge would not have called the investigation freak out of exile if we had that answer. So anyone, including the pantheon of astral deities, could be responsible for the council's murder. Righteous work is never easy work. Do you have a motive to kill the council? I'm a humble servant striving to live on the righteous path. Murdering the council is not on that path. Am I taking your word for that? What reason would I have to kill the council? How does that benefit our holy mission? Who determines the path? The gods, of course. The gods want you to kill the council? Don't be ridiculous. Hey, worth asking. Why were you butting heads with Montserrat so much? What does that have to do with anything? Well, he did just get murdered. Our leader was not following the holy mission. His focus was on the island sequences and not the gods. Sounds like he was straying from the path. Yes, I'm glad you understand. Our first priority is to prostrate ourselves before the gods, not build ourselves a nice home. If our islands fail, then that is the will of the gods. If we trust in them, we will be saved. Did that make you angry enough to kill? I know you must ask these questions, but it pains me to hear you question my loyalty and faith. You voted against every proposal he put forward, didn't you? That is the point of our democratic meetings. We will all have a say on the direction of the syndicate. His direction veered away from our holy mission. I voiced my disagreement with it. What kind of proposals were they? Advancement towards the so-called perfect 25. I don't care about our new home being perfect if the gods are not there to celebrate with us. Look out to the ocean of madness. So many pyramids sit empty. 24 island sequences, and we only have one pyramid resident. We are capable of so much more. Why haven't we done more? Montserrat had other plans. Grand resurrections could wait until the island sequences were solved. What is the point of perfect 25 if the gods remain in pain? I wanted to remind Montserrat of the syndicate's purpose, so I voted against everything he and the rest of the council put forward. Did you remind him with a knife by any chance? Absolutely not. Why have you started taking calls in private? Why is this anyone's business? Are you hiding something? Plotting something? Don't be ridiculous. That's not an answer. You can't just say don't be ridiculous when someone asks you a question. I do that, but you can't do that. Where were you last night? I spent the night here in my apartment. Alone? The architect came to visit me, a rare social call. She was with me at the time of the killings. We left when we were summoned to the crisis meeting. Unfortunately, that's corroboratable. Was it romantic? Some romance at the end of an island? That period of our lives is long gone, investigator. Was there anything odd about her behavior? We had a pleasant time. We shared some wine I'd been saving and prepared to say goodbye to paradise. And you two were in each other's company all evening? I stepped out on my balcony to take a phone call from Grand Marshal Akiko. It was fleeting, no more than 5 minutes. What time was this call? Shortly before death visited the island. Akiko was reporting the escape of Henry. I was about to say the phone call led to the escape, but that matches what Akiko told me. Not long after, marshals were stationed outside the elevator to my apartment. Do you have any proof that you were both in your apartment? The nightmare computer at the entrance logs everyone that enters and exits this apartment. You can pull the records from that and check yourself. I could, or you could just tell me. Why is yours the only apartment with a logging system? You can't be too careful. I take my privacy seriously. I'm not sure that has anything to do with privacy. I think that's just invading other people's privacy. Paranoia. Got it. I mean, I have a doorbell camera, so I get it. Tell me about the moment the council died. I know you suffer from psychic death screams. Doom Jazz can't be trusted with patient confidentiality around you. He really can't. Yes, every time a person dies, I'm assailed by their psychic death scream echoing out into space. Doom Jazz prescribes me medication for it. Did you suffer from death scream trauma when they died? Yes, I was assailed by the psychic death screams of the council. I was brought to my knees by the pain. Good to know. Why did you want Crimson to get the key to the second seal? I didn't. You're lying. I have testimony that you not only asked her to get the key, but that she gave you the key as well. That simply isn't true. I almost have nothing to do with Miss Acid. She's lying to you, Lady Lovedyes. You were being played. Have you got the key? I didn't even know the second seal required a key. I don't have it. You're lying. I am not. Miss Acid is tricking you. She is turning us against each other. Why? It's your job to find out. Oh, snap. Holy smokes. People are lying in this game now? How am I supposed to solve the murder when people are lying? Did you see the Grand Marshal last night? I spoke to her when she reported Henry's escape, but I didn't see her until the crisis meeting after the killer had been arrested. She said she called you at the time of the murder? She did, but something is troubling me about it. I'm seeking guidance from those in the stars about how to proceed. If I say anything, it may be misconstrued. I'm a professional. You can tell me anything. Let me ponder on it. Okay. Rude. Did you see Yuri last night? Have you spoken to her? Did you experience a comms blackout last night from the reality folding drive burst? I didn't. When they have occurred before, they always have been hard to pinpoint. They don't affect the whole island. What do you know about the second Holy Seal? Nothing, Lady Love Dies. It is a mystery to everyone on the island. You asked Crimson to get the key to the second Holy Seal from KHX? No, I... Witness? I'm losing my patience. By asking her to do it and by her account taking a copy from her, you're the prime suspect who went through it. I did nothing of the sort. You're denying all of it or just going through the seal? All of it. I had nothing to do with Miss Acid's preposterous story or the second seal. No desire to cooperate at all? I can't cooperate with a fabrication. What do you know about Henry's escape? Only what the Grand Marshal told us. Have you spoken with her? Doom Jazz told me that you were asked about overcoming Henry's inhibitors. The end of an island is endlessly fascinating. A symphony of finales all hanging in the balance. Having a demonically possessed prisoner is a significant risk. I need to know everything there is to know. So you weren't trying to find out how to overcome them to help Henry escape? Don't be ridiculous. How would that help our holy mission? Did you see the architect last night? I don't know what to tell you. You need to ask her. You see Crimson last night? Nope. See Doom last night? Nope. See Henry last night? Nope. You see Lydia and Sam last night? Nope. Yeah. Scoured the council building? I haven't been in there. Oh no, I have been in there, but only for like 5 seconds. Okay. Good chatting with you, bro. I learned so much. So many things have been learned. What?
Scene investigation.
Statue of the prophet crying judge. The god endlessly weeps at the visions of the future he cannot unsee. Witness collects and breeds rare plants. Sometimes he gives them his gifts and then hounds you to take proper care of the most fragile plants on the planet. The Holy Catalyst. The Witness's phone. I can take this. Relics from Persia from before the Great Betrayal. They are early depictions of gods and demons. Okay. Did I take his phone? Okay, nice. Back to the comms tower. Now, well, does he get, like, mad that I took his phone? I didn't really exactly tell him that I was investigating his thing. Cool, dude. No, that's not the right direction. That was an accident. It's not stealing. I'm not a cop. I'm a investigator. They make that very clear. Alright, do you want to hang out? Maybe you'll tell me some information if we hang out. Nothing? We've hung out literally 3 times in the past 10 minutes and you have nothing to tell me? That's disgraceful. Okay, let's talk to Crimson and then we'll go to the tower and we'll see about his cell phone. I have a feeling he's telling the truth. Why not just add a ladder here? You knew that people were going to be doing this one part the most. I get why the fast travel system costs money, but it is a little frustrating. Like, how much of this game's watch hours are padded by that? We got an ad starting, so I'm just gonna quickly splash some water in my face, grab a drink while the ads are going, and we will be back in just a moment. Stay tuned. really making me want KFC more. I grabbed a blanket from my couch because I was trying to like wrap myself in my blanket from my bed, but it's like this huge, thick comforter. So it doesn't really work, but now it's like, hey, it's nice and it's dark and it's cool. I'm gonna wrap myself in a little blankie while I play my video games. What is the perception of Kentucky Fried Chicken in New Zealand? Surely you guys have no idea what that stuff is. You're just like, what the heck is a Kentucky? Why are they frying so much chicken? Alrighty. Hey Crimson, there's allegations. You're being cancelled. Blood for the Blood God? Classic. That's just what we call McDonald's.
Crimson acid.
Hey Ice, I'm gonna have to ask you to pay to be here though. We are I'm tariffing Americans because they're tariffing Canada again, so we're just gonna hang out. Yo, we got a manga? A manga? A manga? Look at our relationship. I achieved the max level hangout with Crimson. I got an achievement for that. You see Witness last night? You should speak to her. That's it? I literally have a guy who is like, by the way, you're a lying coward and you're lying and I can't even talk to her about it. I guess some information I just have to keep to myself. Okay, I need to go to the...
My travel unlocked.
Cell tower. I'm gonna drink some G0. It's a zero sugar fruit punch, which doesn't taste very good, but it has 0 sugar, so I'll drink it forever. Tastes like water. Ah, no! I got too excited. She got too excited. Man, the sound she made? A call was made by Akiko to Witness. Witness was in his apartment. Fantastic. But it says Akiko was at the Syndicate HQ. That's weird. She told me she was at the Desolation Cell. She lied to me. There's an unknown number in here. It's not an Indie Syndicate phone records. 8332112ES9116RD. It was dialed at midnight last night. The call picked up, but ended under a second. I gotta say, little controversial here. I don't think you should put phone numbers in games. Someone's gonna try to call that number. And what if someone actually has that number? Not cool. Not cool. This might be innocuous. Probably isn't, though. This tower can help me scan phone records. Sure is. Or can. Looks like we're gonna have to go talk to Akiko. The Witness might have just become the Witner. Oh, I did it again! I played with my heart. Okay, I didn't lose a blood crystal for that, though. That's good. You're gonna ask if the refrigerator is running? Honestly, in this economy, they might just say no. And then what do you do? Like, that's the whole bit. Counterpoint, the dev is lonely? This is an insane game. There's no way this was one person. But also, there's no way a dev could be lonelier than me. I'm the loneliest little boy you ever did see. I'm streaming to frickin' the moon right now. I still need the pyramid starlight thing. I don't know how to get that. I can't. Surely it's not optional. I guess everything's optional in this game. I can go straight to the trial anytime I want. I think I might be able to make it to the trial tonight, depending on how I get the pyramid thing. What the heck? I can move the crane around. I wonder if I can get it to pick anything up. I was just thinking the same thing. We have so much in common. I don't know how many skulls I need and what the skulls do. I don't think this crane knows how to pick things up. Is there any indication here as to what the skulls... like what pattern I should be using? I don't think this crane knows how to be a crane. Okay, well, it was nice talking to you, Crane. Nice talking to Ukraine. Yeah, that's the name of the country. Just manually go through every option. There's only 32. I'm not gonna lie, like, there was a part of me that was like, we could just brute force this, right? Okay, so that first option seems to determine if it goes towards me or away from me, but I don't know which one I want. I don't actually think there's anything I want him to pick up here, is there? So I think I want that direction. So let's try this one now, see what this does. That extends all the way to the end. But it doesn't drop. So I need something to... Let's try this one. I need it to drop, I guess. Okay, that didn't seem like it did anything. Is it resetting because I don't have the right one? We found the first puzzle in this game. I don't know if I'm supposed to be picking something up under the water or, like, I don't know anything. Yeah, I'm just gonna pass on that. I don't know what I'm looking for. Hey, it's this asshole. Hi, Shinji. Maybe wolves did it. Yeah, wolves are crazy. They tear up all sorts of stuff. I can hear the sarcasm in your voice. I don't like it. I'm trying to help. Expand your thinking. Don't limit yourself. Fair enough, dude. The more I talk to him, the more I like him. Hi, Dr. Doom Jazz. I don't actually have anything to say to you, but, like, I'm also here. So maybe I should just do it anyways. Please don't try to sleep with me. You make me uncomfortable. I had different standards when I did it last time, and that's because I wasn't being controlled by me.
Dr. Doom Jazz.
You see Yuri last night? Nope. Do you have a comms blackout? Nope. Is he architect? Nope. Is he witness? Nope. Want to hang out? He's talking about handcuffs. Normally I spam through the options, but I'm making sure I'm specifically denying him. Oh, he's got more information. Akiko's in trouble. She's been mixing business with pleasure. The council found out. They're planning on stripping her of authority on the next island. Ooh, is it because she's been sleeping with her guards? Captain Voth? So you know. And who told you? Eyes Kawami a while before he died. He got loose-lipped after a drink. And who told Akiko? I get loose-lipped around women in power armor. Thank you, Doc. Ooh, they were going to strip her. We didn't know that, though. We knew that she was with the guard, but... Things are getting interesting. That's just a jet ski. That doesn't lead to anywhere right now. This is certainly a very unique game. It's kind of like a visual novel, but with extra steps, which I don't hate. I'm not a huge visual novel guy, and by not a huge visual novel guy, I mean I've never played a visual novel as a guy. But I could see myself... If they had, you know, just that little bit of extra in between, that little bit of meat on the bone really adds a whole lot when it comes to the gameplay experience. Whoa, that was way deeper than I thought. I don't know where I am. Council building. Have you played a visual novel as a girl? I think once. But I try not to remember that time of my life. There's a couple of things that like I definitely won't do on the channel. Visual novel is one of them. And it's not that I don't respect the visual novel genre. I'm into it. I just don't think there's anything I can add to that people just can't. Because there's no gameplay, there's nothing that makes it a unique experience besides just like me reading it. And as we've established, this is already a lot of reading. My knowledge IQ point percentage is going up by so much right now. And so is my money, because Ice and Fire is here, and he's a turbo Twitch user. A vapid book! Our relationship increased. I maxed out my relationship with Yuri. Now, if only we were on ice. That's an anime reference to something I've never seen. What were you looking for? Have you found my stone? I think I did. Really? Can I see? Oh, that's it. I can't describe. It's like we're together. You keep it. Okay, so I just... Yo, you like that stone the spirit gave you? It has a wonderful depth to it. Oh, hoping it was going to be a no. Why? Want to sell it? What do you want? Gems that are tied to the suffering of others are one of my collections. One of. Oh yeah, I can also feel antiques from a planet populated by slug scholars. Also got a cabinet of calcified and trail prayer wells from the mad monks in the Venus labyrinths. Want to sell? 2 blood crystals, one-time offer? Hell yeah! Can you feel my heartbeat? I don't know. There's like 15 different songs that you could be referencing with that line. I thought you were going with Bring Me the Horizon at first, but I realized it's probably not it. Can you feel my heart? Bum, 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 bum. Dude, like I said, I've never seen it. I don't know what it's about. I've heard it's hip with the kids. Kids are like, whoa, there's Yuri versus Yuri on Ice. Prefer the second one. Give me a Yuri on the rocks. That's what that means, right? The rocks are like ice. I'm back. Holy smokes, Moon. You freaking got him, dude. You freaking got him, dude. He's gonna be so embarrassed. Actually, no. Happy, are you about to backseat ice cubes?
Grand Marshal Akiko
Water
14.
sink in water and ice swims? I know you meant floats, but it's very funny to imagine that you meant like the ice swims around. Hey, I'd like to probe you. I need your help, Akiko. No one has anything on Lydia and Sam. Surely the head of the military keeps eye on people? Fine, I'm not one for gossiping. This is a time of crisis, so I'll tell you what we know. The God Justice Marshals. Keep up. My marshals have told me they've seen Lydia and Sam meeting in secret at the farm. Aren't they in a relationship? Don't they live together? Why the farm? Gesundheit. That's your job, investigator. That's actually on the language barrier? No, I think you did that intentionally. I think that you actually prefer that it swims. Yeah, but in German you also say some other crazy, like, words. Seatbeltenhausen. Where'd you say you were when you phoned witness? You make my life unbearable. That's my job. I called him as soon as I left the desolation cell. Well, I've been able to access your phone records, and they say you were elsewhere. Why don't you tell me where you really were? I was here. How did you access that data? Running witness's phone through a comms tower. You tried to backtrace the position of an encrypted phone through a comms tower? Of course the location is different. The encryption bounces the signal around. That's how, thanks to NordVPN, I can get access to Netflix in any different place I want. And if you go to nordvpn.com/ I don't have a NordVPN. I wish, dude. You would all get a NordVPN if I had one. Don't even pretend like you don't. You wouldn't do it. Did you see Yuri last night? You're making me mad. Who cares? Did you experience a comms blackout? Nope. You see Carmelina? You should ask her. You see Lydia and Sam? I had my hands full. See the witness? You're just full of chatter today. Hey, Henry.
Henry Division.
And your pocket full of dinosaurs. Wanna hang out? We're just gonna hang out. We're just gonna talk about whatever feels like we should be talking about. You're a lot younger than me. You're 27 and I'm 8,200 at least. I don't know why I'm asking about anything because he has nothing to say because he doesn't remember, but it's just funny. My mind is bursting with knowledge with whatever the fuck you're talking about. Yeah, mood.
Grand Marshal Akiko 14.
Okay. Well, that was fruitful. Time to walk back. I don't know what to do now. I guess I'll go to the HQ. I don't know if I can get through the seal or not, but I do have a space helmet. Maybe I can get past the first one? I kind of only looked there very briefly. It wasn't the direction I wanted to head in at the time. But I think I'll go back. Look, it's my job to be thorough, okay? I feel like you're judging me now, Moon, and we're supposed to be doing this together. You're the reason I'm playing this game. You said a murder mystery would be cool, and instead of participating, you haven't come up with one theory. Who do you think did it? Give me some theories here. Come on. I think you said something last time, or maybe that was Pasta. Somebody said something last time, but... Oh, we need to talk to Lydia and Sam. I think Lydia's this way. Pasta had a theory last time. Colonel Mustard with the pasta strainer in the BDSM closet. Okay, well, first off, it's not called a pasta strainer. It's just a strainer. You can strain things besides pasta. Second, a BDM closet is not big enough. You need at least a dungeon, or don't even bother trying. Why does it keep saying I can go back to Crimson? I have nothing left to say to her. We're already maxed out on friendship levels. I mean, I'll go back and see Goat Girl, but... Yo, Happy, thanks for stopping by, saying hello, appreciate it. I don't know if I'll still be playing this tomorrow, because I'm streaming tomorrow. Or if I'll be done with this and I'll be playing something else tomorrow. Depends on how late I go tonight, but I'm feeling good, so I might just finish this tonight. Yeah, thanks for chilling. And we'll remember to leave on your calendar next Tuesday, 6 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. The Ghost Boy and Martin streams return. I've just dropped everything on my desk that's ever been on my desk ever, and it's a mess. 2 things, both on cords, both had fallen. Now we're back. Run a search? Yeah, let's do it. Let's chart. Look at this phone number. That phone number isn't registered to a phone on the island. Are there unregistered phones? Nope. Is there anything that could have a number attached to it? Not a clue. You're gonna need to go looking. Oh, that doesn't help. So it's not a phone number. It's like an activation thing. Because they said the call lasted for like only a second. So I have a feeling that someone is sus. I'm getting the impression that someone committed these murders. I don't know about you guys. This is kind of the vibe I'm getting lately. I don't think it was natural causes that killed these guys. What if it was Henry? Would that be a downer, or would that be like logical? Every song in this game needs George Michael singing about heartbreak behind it. Hey, Lydia. Oh, do we have some things to talk about, Lydia? But first, let's hang out. Relationship increased. I have something I think... Oh, we're gonna probe. Something you want to tell me? We're tight, right? I can tell you something. Everything is on record, but I'll use some discretion. Me and Sammy didn't kill the council. What? But we aren't happy. We want out. The council wouldn't let us leave, though. Ooh. What do you mean? Me and Sammy are done with this life. These small islands, immortality, waking the gods. I want to travel the world, the real world. Sammy wants to make whiskey with an ingredient, not just what dead Nebula grows. But Montserrat and the council said no. Once you're in the syndicate, you're in the syndicate. I'm telling you because other people know and they'll spread the secret. But killing them wouldn't help us. The next leader wouldn't let us get out either. Still sounds like a motive. Oh. And you are assassins. Did you see Witness? Oh, I can't even... This game has been so good with being able to talk to people about things, but, like, I can't even talk to her about the fact that someone said that they were meeting in secret. Alright, let's go talk to Sammy at the bar. I actually know where that is. It's like the one location I have memorized, and I've only been there once. I don't remember where the ladder is. As I was saying, I know where the ladder is. Who do you think did it, Moon? Out of all the people we've talked to. We've talked to everyone at least once today. Do you think Witness did it? Do you think it was Akiko? Do you think I did it? The soldier lady? Akiko the guard? You think she's sus? There are things that don't line up with her timing. But I don't know how this works. I don't know if I have to, like, formally accuse someone or if I just, like, bring the evidence and then things happen, but...
Game saved.
I think she's so suspicious that the game wouldn't make it her. You know what I mean?
Sam Daybreak.
Hey, Sam Daybreak. Let's just hang out for a little bit. I'll buy a drink. That's the like the writer in me, where, like, you know, I watch cop shows and I'll be like, oh well, it can't be this person because that's what they want you to think. It's so obvious they want you to think it's this person. Hey, did you see The Witness last night? Hey, you see Carmelina last night? See Yuri last night? You have a comms blackout? Hey, apparently you guys want to leave the syndicate. She told you that? Can't break the bond of friendship, can you? Do you wish she kept quiet? I don't like people knowing our business. It's our relationship, not theirs. It doesn't give us motive because the law is the law. A new leader wouldn't change that, would it? I'm afraid I need to be the judge of that, Sam. How come you lied to me earlier? It paints us in a bad light. We're not council killers. We just want to explore the world. You understand, right? This doesn't look good, Sam. This don't look good at all, Sam. Sam and Lydia are like our two friends, so I feel like it might be them, just for the sake of the hook, you know what I mean? But then maybe, like, I can know that and lie about it. Maybe I can be like, oh no, it wasn't Sam, it was Yuri, because he sucks. Oh, okay. I want to talk to the witness about the phone call that he made. That was half a second long. That was the witness, I think, that made that phone call, if I'm not mistaken. The witness is definitely the most sus. Again, his obviousness points me to the direction of it's too obvious to be him, but he's less obvious than the guards, I suppose. It could be something where it's like a combination of them, like he could be in cahoots with somebody. You ever been in cahoots with somebody, Moon? You ever just been with someone and been like, hey, you know what? Let's get in cahoots together. The one who can't move, perfect crime. That'd be funny if I could do that. If there was some way that I could acquire evidence to accuse Judge. Although the not moving thing is not just a gimmick. A kid named Cahoots? A streetcar named Desire? Is that the sequel? Old Man the Boat?
Those crystals obtained.
Where is the witness? It's on my PlayStation. I got it for free during COVID. But I'm pretty sure I also have it on Steam as part of a bundle. Sorry, don't mind me. I'm just pointing a flashlight in your house while stealing your blood crystals. Turning on your faucet. Haha, idiot. Nice water bill. Even though you may have already evacuated or been killed. Hello. What's a dog doing here? Bear-chan? Your name tag says Bear-chan. Is that your name, Bear-chan? Woof. You look expectant. Are you after treats? Woof, woof. Here you go. Enjoy. Woof. Good girl. Woof, woof. The Steam achievement was give a treat to Redacted. Thank you, Bear-chan. What a lovely little... yeah, we've already had treats, you stupid dog. Thanks for giving me money. That was less of a nice deed and more of a transaction. Like, I don't come out of that looking amazing. I'm so lost right now. Just like in life, like in general. Like, I don't know who I am or where I'm supposed to be.
Relic obtained.
It's funny how sometimes the game is perfectly fine to navigate, and then sometimes it's just like, what are we doing? Anytime the apartment area is really the worst. Was it Witness's? It was Witness's phone I took, right? So Witness is the one who called that number that's not registered for half a second. Side. How long? How long? I stole his phone. I investigated his phone. What's up, Shinji? You know what I like? Something on the beach, if you know what I'm saying. I was gonna say knives. I like knives. I like knife crime. A good stab. An excellent slash. Put a knife in the right hand and you can change the whole world. Yeah. I've been thinking about that a lot lately. There's someone I'd like to change the world with a knife. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? If you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Gordon Ramsay. Him and a knife. Change the world with his meals. His ability to cook. Ooh, a malicious secret cassette obtained. The syndicate monitor all phone calls so citizens record messages on top of cassette tapes. Sorry, I haven't watched the bear yet. Don't threaten me. It's not even that long. You could watch it in like, I think it's like less than 3 hours for the last season. I don't even care if you watch it. I just want to discuss it with you. Like, there's things I want to talk about, but not like in terms of like, oh, what did you think? Like in terms of like the story did some really interesting things with how they filmed it and how they structured everything, and how it's like such a drastic change of form. And I feel like you're the only person in my life that I could talk to about that. Unless my brother-in-law's watched it, which I guess I'll find out on Saturday. But I doubt he's had time to watch the full thing. But like, I just, you know, you and I have like film chats. And what I really like about the film chats is that you say something and then I respond and you completely just gas me up. You're just like, you're right. That's such a great way. Or, oh, I never thought about that. And it's like, the power that does to my ego is insane. You're like, wow, I really enjoy your perspective on this thing. And I'm like, oh my god, I am the best YouTuber in the whole world. I just need validation because I'm not good at Hearthstone, so that's so true. Thank you, Moon. I appreciate that. Moon, if you didn't like me or think that I had interesting opinions, that would be very funny because you hang out here a lot. Oh, it's a goat. Oh, 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 go, speed run. Nailed it first try. Okay, that's the moon. Okay, it's the moon. Okay, the moon. Okay, it's the moon. Okay, boom, nailed it first try. Okay, go back to the goats. Longhorn, 100%. Okay, back to the cosmos. We got, half moon and, star.
That computer
Let's
unlocked.
go! Watching pure rage the whole time. That's what I do when I watch my own content. Let's see. 1734. Witness enters. 2058. Carmelina arrives and witness buzzes her in. 2358. The God Justice Marshals arrive and secure the building. Isn't that before the murders? 018. Witness on Carmelina exit. So wait, if he was murdered before midnight, if the council was murdered before midnight, would that not mean that in theory that's when the blackout was? When Yuri could not make the calls? Because Yuri said the blackout was, there was a 10-minute window where no one could get a hold of him, and it started at 2350. So if the Grand Marshals were already here, either they knew something or they were reporting witness returns. Ooh, interesting. Witness and Carmelina have, they definitely have alibis, but that doesn't mean they didn't know about it. Wow, it wasn't Witness and it wasn't Carmelina. That's knuckin' futs. Witness, I have come to speak with you.
Witness to the end.
Let's hang out. Oh, I got a rare plant from Iran. Thank you so much. A sensitive matter.
Relic
He
obtained.
wants me to probe him. It is about Akiko's phone call after Henry escaped. I can see you are working hard, Loved Eye, so I will tell you this. I worry that you are doing this for yourself and not for the gods, but I am bound to help you. It is their wish. Akiko was supposed to be at the Desolation Cell, yet I couldn't hear the haunting sounds of that island, nor the sea that surrounds it. What does that mean? Everything? Nothing? You need to work that out. The gods wished you to know, so now you know. Oh, snap. I checked your building logs. Your story checks out. Yeah, I have nothing to hide. What do you know about the phone number? I have no idea what number that is. Then why did your phone dial it at midnight last night? I assure you I didn't. Why are we doing this dance, Witness? What dance? Do you honestly think I just pulled that number out of my arse, waltzed over here, and it will accept no idea as an answer? The council has been murdered. Everyone left on this island is a suspect. A lunatic, an idiot, or all three. I am not in the mood for no idea. I pulled that number from your phone. You dialed it at midnight last night. Midnight last night is when the council were moited. I'm sorry, investigator, but I have no idea what that number is. Are you sure the phone records haven't been tampered with? There was no evidence of tampering. Well, there must be some mistake. A misdial, perhaps. Okay, sure. A butt dial when the council were murdered? That's the only explanation I can offer. You're hiding something, and I'm going to find out what. Very interesting. Is there anything else I can steal in your house while I'm here?
Scene investigation.
Now the question is do I go all the way back to what's her face again? Yeah, I think I need to go into the Holy Seals. I could, how far away is she? 400 meters. It's just such a long walk. And I don't know if she's going to have anything interesting or different to say. I don't think I have a maxed relationship with her, though, so I think if I go back, then I should be able to at least have one more chat with her, which should be close to, if not maxing out our relationship. Maybe same with Henry. So it's probably beneficial, but then after that I'm going to go to the council and try to see if I can break into the crime scene. Ah, yes. Lucky me bottom. I feel bad for this dude because I kind of forget he's there, but he is paper thin, so it's not his fault. Like, he's very buff, but like, he's got no depth to him. He's not a very deep character. Yeah, I didn't get it either. It was a flat Stanley joke, but the joke fell flat.
Grand Marshal Agago 14.
Really? Wait, she just gave me... We're friends. She said we're friends and she gave me a gift. A war relic. That's so nice. People just give me things when you're friends with them. None of my friends have ever given me anything. Maxed out friendship with Henry. He didn't give me anything though, that prick. I think we're close to maxing out our friendship with everyone. Too bad I can't be friends with Judge. Oh, I love getting stuck on that tiny little edge. We're going into hyperspace. I haven't been making a note about whose friendship I've maxed out and whose hasn't. To try getting in the barracks? I actually don't think I can. I'm pretty sure the barracks are completely off limits. But I can try. I don't know if I've learned the thing I need to learn to get through. But let's try. Just for you, Moon. Just to show you that this truly is an interactive experience and that you're not just like a watcher, but you're actually an active participant. That was an amazing double jump, by the way. Very funny that in this world where everyone is paper thin, not a single soul is moving, and I'm just blitzing around like crazy, jumping off of ledges and flying. And look up there. That's my old home. I wish I could go back. I miss those days. Being isolated for 3 million days. Now I gotta talk to these morons to do. Is this the right one, or am I gonna go down by accident? We're going up, up, up. This is our moment. Oh, there's somebody up here, I think. Nobody's up here? I thought there was somebody up here last time. That takes me down. This isn't the barracks, but this is the lady. Can we hang out? I want to max out my friendship with you, girl. Yes. We're friends now. Are you sure you were with Witness all night? Yes, all night. And you didn't leave him for a moment? Do you have something you wish to ask? What about when Akiko called him? Didn't he leave the room? He did leave the room to take a call on his balcony. People leave the room for other reasons as well. I still don't think it was Witness. Did Witness look like he was in pain when the council were murdered? You know about his illness? Witness suffers greatly whenever someone dies on these islands, be they citizen or syndicate member. Last night he doubled over in pain, breathless in agony. He suffered so much when there is a death. How was Witness last night? Anything strange? He wasn't happy I was there. He seemed agitated. I just don't think he likes you that much. His mask lets you see more than he thinks it does. Surprise, confusion, worry. Do you think he was involved with the murder? It's not for me to say. I'm just trying to be helpful. Can we discuss... Delicate nature. Do you mean we're becoming friends? Hey, I'd like to probe you. You have something you want to tell me? I don't know if this is relevant, but I will disclose it. At midnight, Witness was fiddling with his phone. Did you see what he was doing? I didn't. Midnight was when the council were murdered. We were in the middle of a conversation. He abruptly took out his phone and started using it. He was tapping at it for a few seconds. Did he step out of the room? No. Why do you ask? That means he wasn't making a call, or if he was, it wasn't one that was answered. Did he say what it was about? No, he acted like nothing happened. So we know that there was a midnight phone call with a bunch of random numbers. I think it was a secret message to something. Because that's when that weird number was done. Shinji. Some of the birds on this island. And that makes birds fly backwards? That's messed up. Can't say I'm a fan. A fan of what? This whole pocket of reality you've got going on. Thanks for your input. Always a pleasure. I was not aware that birds were flying backwards, but now I will keep my eyes out.
Scene investigation.
I've never been here before. Chronicle of the Silent Goat. Verse of Crying Grudge. Library Vault Records. According to the record, a number of people accessed the vault over the course of the island, but the name that stands out is Yuri Knight. What was he doing in the vault? He accessed it several times, but mostly about 10 years ago. Why is that weird? Henry's possession a decade ago is worth looking into. It's not unusual for a citizen to try communicating with the gods, but if someone wanted to scapegoat, these books in here that would help. The restricted vault contains ancient texts forbidding grimoires and harrowing cosmic secrets. Oh, that's right. Someone gave a book to Henry. Someone gave a book to Harry, which ended up allowing him to talk to demons, which helped get him possessed. So Yuri gave him the book. Henry caused a demonic invasion a decade ago by performing an illegal ritual When did he get that ritual from one of those tomes? Henry said it was a stranger that gave him the books on demonology. Is that coincidence, or is Yuri up to no good? Holy crap, Lewis. I think Yuri gave him the books. That's what I'm led to believe right now. Can you believe that? Can you believe that I believe that? That's insane. And yet here I am believing that I believe that. Now, have I been gone far enough that we can be friends again? Because last time I didn't have to go that long.
Architect Carmelina's violence.
I guess so. Yeah, I'll come back later. It was nice talking to you. I just wanted to be your friend, but I guess not. I guess that was too much to ask for. Oh, Yuri. Oh, it's the other thing. Never mind, it's not the other thing. I wonder what the third one would give us then. Please. Please. Yuri, talk to me from here, bud, please. Your knees immortal too? Yeah, there's no falling, hurting, or something. They specifically call it out at the beginning of the game. Hey, have you ever visited the library vaults from time to time? For work or personal use? What does it matter? I'm chasing some leads. That vault contains forbidden texts about demonology. A demon is purported to have possessed a citizen and murdered the council. It also contains other books. I'm the architect's secretary. She occasionally requires records or texts for her other work. So you didn't take books on demonology? Do the words demonology and architecture sound the same to you? Freak. Alright, I guess that's that then. Another dead end. I'm an investigator. Okay, I think this is the main... I haven't been to the barracks in a while, I'm not gonna lie to you. I think I just went back to the witness's apartment. But this time I'll jump off the balcony in the right direction. Unless I can come back and be friends with him again. I don't know how long I have to take between conversations. I'm enjoying our conversations. There's a sensitive matter that we should discuss further. There's something you want to tell me? Things happened while you were in exile. The architect and I became close, and we married. It didn't last, though. She's obsessed with a perfect island. There wasn't any room in her heart for me or the gods. I've been reluctant to tell you until now, but I'm worried about her. Her mind is not on the cosmos. Oh my. In what way? Do you believe that you should be rewarded for your craft? Not necessarily. The architect was like that as well, but dark clouds began to gather over her. Her prayers were not as fervent as they once were. I felt her work was not being done in the same name as our starborn masters. She began to crave more validation, more credit for her work. She architects our islands. Without her, we have nothing. Our work is for the gods. They lifted us up, and we must do the same for them. Personal reward is a sin that pushes us from their light, which is why if you want to sin, you should gift a prime sub to twitch.tv/ghostboy259. Okay. So you think your ex is crazy because she didn't have any room for you? Yeah, okay, buddy. Wait, it said case files was like highlighted in a weird text there. Why were you irritated to see Carmelina? Is that what she told you? I was surprised. It is unlike her to do a social call. Why do you think she interpreted that as irritation? I believe she wanted to gloat about the perfect next island. I wasn't in the mood to fawn over her achievements. We have different views on the rush to perfection. Were you and Carmelina married 25 years ago? No, we had fallen apart a few years before that. Why do you ask? Apparently she went into isolation for a year about 25 years ago. I remember that. I have no idea what she was doing. She likes to lose herself in her work. She said she was working on a project and she didn't want to be disturbed. Was full isolation unusual? A little, but I didn't pay much attention. The syndicate's fall from grace was a bigger concern. Where did she isolate herself? She was always built herself little hideaways in the islands, places she won't be disturbed, but I don't know where it was. More things to find. Okay, I want to go to the... That's where the dead bodies are to get into the syndicate. I think this guard here is the one from the barracks then. Oh no, that's the guard to get down there. That's the guard down there to get to the barracks. This little, oh, it's a little inconvenience. Like, oh, my knees. Yeah, this makes sense because this is around where the judge is. He's up there. I think that's the barracks up there. I need uppies.
Relic obtained.
Dude, you're just making me so hungry for KFC. Is this the life that you're trying to lead? I love the idea that I have 3 minutes of ads on and your computer is like, you know what? Just make him a little hungry for fried chicken. We're done here. No! Oh god, I almost fell off. Hey, buddy. I don't like KFC that much either. I have other local places I like more. I can't get in here still? What if I use the power of a good double jump? Haha, loser. Oh. God damn it. So how do I get in the barracks? There's someone maybe hiding in there, I think, if I'm remembering correctly. Okay. I think up here is Judge. I don't think I have anything to say to Judge, but I'll go back and check. Hey, Judge. My old gun. Oh, sorry. You want me to back up a little bit? Your savior, is paradise worth saving? Are you ready to start the trial? I'm ready to work through this. We shall examine your case. Are you ready to begin? No. Still working on it. I wonder how long the trial is. I feel like everyone's going to be here, right? So this is where I first started the game, and then I think I went down here and found the guy's dead body almost immediately. So where are the other dead bodies then? That's what I want to go to right now. But I don't see them on this map because sometimes they don't appear right away. No, this is just going back to the guy's workshop. Oh, here we go, here we go. New banger. It's probably the same barcode because it's on the same album, Moon. You ever think about that? You don't need one disc per song. That would be wasteful. Alright, is there anything I missed in here when I didn't know how to play the game? There's really nothing in here? I got all of it? This is the only toilet in the game. Ooh, blood. Oh, I found the drag marks after... I found the drag marks after I found the body. That's kind of funny. Well, I'm glad I came back. I had no idea that these were here. I just stumbled upon them by accident. Ooh, alcohol cutscene. Sometimes the moon smiles at me. Drink your whiskey. I can feel the one in the golden city of the dark side of the grinning moon. I've told you before, don't talk about him. Not on this island sequence. Do not invite disaster. But drink your whiskey. Alright, good talk. Good talk. I still don't know what any of those scenes mean or allude to, but I'm glad to have them. Hey, KH, what's up? I'm back to check out your body. Also, I can double jump now.
Scene investigation.
Okay, nothing else. No other evidence in sight. I wonder who that model is that had to model as the shirtless dead body. Wonder if they've come to reckon how many people have seen their shirtless murdered body. Huh? A pyramid! It's Moon's favorite part of the game! Oh, yeah.
Relic obtained.
It says blood crystals and yet I bleed. I don't exactly know how that works. Playful stones.
Blood crystal obtained.
Man, there's not a lot of currency in this world. Things don't cost very much, but you don't get a lot.
Recording obtained.
Okay. I don't think I need to do this anymore, but I'm doing it anyways.
Relic obtained.
Yo, it's the power of goat soda, dude. This sign says that boat rides were shut down by Yuri Knight a few days ago. There's no reason given. I wonder why. Why would he shut them down early? That's suspicious. How does that go into KH missing? KH is at the bottom along with Yuri's ring. Yuri also shut down the boat trips that would have allowed people to see the body. Oh. I see. Well, Yuri, it looks like we're gonna be traveling to the gardens to accuse you of the murder of our good friend. Hey, Lydia. Sorry, I suspected you of murder earlier. Can you take me to the gardens? Thank you. The boat rides were shut down and T-Pain was already... He already had his verse ready. He was ready to rap. Yuri, you son of a...
Yuri Knight.
Why'd you shut down the boat trips early, Yuri? What business is that of yours? Answer the question. It was part of shutting down the island ready for the end. But why? It never normally happens, and none of the other systems were shut down prematurely. Don't question how I do my job, freak. I had some security worries and shut it down. Did it have anything to do with a dead body at the bottom of the cliff? What dead body? I have no idea what you're talking about, but surely this is the jurisdiction of the marshals. You're supposed to be investigating the council murder. It might be linked. Do you have anything to do with it? Definitely not, freak. A lot of bad coincidences then? Must be. Yuri's definitely got a part to play in it. I don't know what, but he's definitely a part of the murder. I think of probably KHX. And then whoever murdered that, because KHX also had a second key to the syndicate thing. I think they are connected somehow. And I think he is somewhat responsible. Nice fountain hopping. 10 out of 10. Okay. We already know that the blood samples are incorrect. And the time and distance doesn't match up. We also know that the weapons was a rusty blade that had nicks in it, and this does not have... This was a clean blade with symbols drawn. So this is the area that I very briefly went into. This is where we found the helmet that Yuri's feathers, pink petals or whatever. But now I'm going to open this up. I think this might be the first seal. Cosmic Plateau. So this is space, huh? Nice. You just plop that helmet right on, I guess. A lovely looking esoteric plateau. What secrets does the second holy seal hold? Welcome to space, everybody. I'm sure we all knew we would end up here. As soon as we started this game, we said, Paradise Killer, Murder Mystery, probably going to space. Oh, I want to know what happens so badly if I jump off. I've not seen these symbols before. There might be a clue on the island. I wonder if I've accidentally picked up these things by accident. No, come back. I must have made a mistake. I need to figure out what those symbols are. There must be some clues on the island. There might not be. I'm assuming I need this to get into here to get to the second seal. Now, is this just random trial and error, or no matter what, I make a mistake? Because if I can force this, I'm going to absolutely just force this. Okay, so no matter what I select, it's... So this is the first time in this entire game where there's a legitimate puzzle besides who did the murders. Okay, so I need to figure out what these symbols are. Okay, so we've got a balloon animal, a bird, Like a bull. A praying mantis wearing a Chinese emperor crown. A scholar, a bull, a snake, and a bird. I don't think I've seen anything. I've seen a lot of goats. I don't think I've seen a lot of scholars and birds.
Blood crystal obtained.
I came all the way up here for a blood crystal? I came all the way up here to fall to my death? I fell to my death all to get a knife is inscribed always yours, Sammy baby, that belongs to Lydia. Did I just find the murder weapon completely by accident? Did I just fall off a random ledge that I didn't mean to fall off of and accidentally land upon the potential murder weapon? Did Sam and Lydia do it? Oh no. The blade is damaged. It has nicks along it. Shame this was a nice knife once. But that's the kind of one that killed the guards. Lydia, no. Lydia, how could you? I believed in you.
Blood crystal obtained.
Well, I guess I have to go talk to Lydia. Unless you have something to say for some stupid reason, which... Yeah, I didn't think so. I don't think I have Lydia's thing open. Yo, have a good one, Moon. Thanks for chilling. I will be back tomorrow, starting earlier. Probably finishing this game off, because I don't think I'll be able to finish it tonight. But I'm going to go for like maybe another hour more, maybe. We'll see. Or maybe 20 minutes. Or maybe half an hour. Or maybe 7 hours. We'll see how I'm feeling. I'm already yawning too much. But have a good one. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. Seven hours would be a lot. Well, tomorrow I'm going until I finish it no matter what. So the more I do today, the less I have to do tomorrow. Because that way I can write the video on this game and be done with it and then start a new one. Lydia, what have you done? First off, let's just hang out. Because that's just what girls do. We get in cars and we hang out. Good talk, Lydia. We're not max friends, despite the fact that we were friends before. I found your knife outside the penthouse. It's a combat knife that's engraved with a message from Sam. Found my knife? I've been looking for that for ages. It disappeared a while ago. Disappeared? Yeah, I couldn't find it one day, like it just up and vanished. Uh-huh. Do many things vanish around here, or just your knife that mysteriously vanished and then appeared outside a crime scene? Come on, you never lost something before? Do you know why the blade is damaged? Not much need for a combat blade on this island, so it just became a tool. Pop the cap off a beer bottle, tighten the axle nut on a car, you know? Can I have it back? It's sentimental. Afraid not. This is evidence. I think I have to go ask Sam about that. And again, I know where Sam is because I stumbled upon him once. What are you doing, man? You can't just be doing that to people's tables. People eat on that thing. Can I ask you a personal question? It's been a while since I felt this particular kind of stomach-churning dread. Where'd you take a dump in the Idlelands? I didn't see a toilet up there. You don't need to. It's a special, wonderful kind of punishment. You get put in a kind of suspended animation where certain bodily functions aren't needed, but you're still fully conscious. So you are forced to have eternal solitude, even without having the luxury of a good bathroom break. Man, I hate the Syndicate. That is, like, extremely cruel punishment, for sure. Undeniably just evil nonsense. Especially if the days are like this. Like, this is all one day. The day the council got murdered, so. I'm coming, Sammy boy.
Sam Daybreak.
Let's hang out, Sammy. Even though hanging out is expensive. Ooh, worn glass. Boom, 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 boom,
Relic
boom.
obtained.
Any idea why Lydia's knife was outside the penthouse? No idea. You sure it's hers? Sammy, come on. She didn't mention losing it or using it to do a bit of murder or anything. Not sure I can help you, LD. Okay, well, the murder weapon was found. Whether or not we credibly believe anything, that is the murder weapon for at least some of the Grand Marshals. I think I'm actually completely stuck now for the first time while playing. I really need to get that last upgrade. You're saying every knife I found is a murder weapon? Only the one that has a specific unique characteristic that matches the specific murder that happened several feet away. Paradise Killer Starlight Upgrade Pyramid. How do I get that one? Goat Cosmos Worship Pyramid. A pyramid component can be found behind a closed door in one of the small industrial buildings near the Reality Folding Drive in a locker now belonging to a now deceased citizen. To access the area, you must find the creased employee card item on a ground. I have that one. Once obtained, interact with the ghost named Ezra located on the bridge connecting. Oh, I didn't talk to him. I didn't realize that that was him. I found the locker and I found the card. I just never put the two together, I guess. Alright, good to know. It's crazy how I've stumbled upon two significant things completely by accident. I don't think I ever would have found that knife had I not fallen by accident, and I definitely would not have found KHX's dead body had I not just gone there right away. That's quite the humorous situation I've stumbled upon. Shinji, you gotta respect other people's property, brother. You gotta respect everyone's property, brothers' habits. People love that show, dude. And one of them is married to Zoe Deschanel, so you really need to respect the Property Brothers. Now, can I tell them apart? No. Do I know their names? No. Do they actually own property? Perhaps. Am I gonna watch a documentary on one of them and Michael Bublé owning a hockey team? Almost certainly.
Relic obtained.
I'm also looking out for the thing. Bird, snake, bull, something or other. You unlocked it. Okay, who cares? Am I max friendship with... If I'm in the area, I might as well talk to her. I don't think I'm max friendship with her, but I don't remember anymore. Why are you still awake, Ice?
Crimson acid.
Do you not work? We are max. I don't know, man. Fair enough. I'm not complaining. You know what? I get it. Like, some people will be like, oh, well, even if you're not tired, you should lie down. But, like, I get it. Have you not been biking lately? I guess with the fires, I don't know where the smoke is like at your area. Is it still pretty bad there? The smog? Yeah, I can imagine. It's getting a little smoky here, but we don't... I don't know if it's supposed to get worse or not. I don't know how bad the fires are up north. Normally, if it's, like, catastrophic, we hear from it, but if it's, like, a minor fire up north, like, I know people are being evacuated and I know stuff is happening, but I don't know to what extent. They normally put out a air quality warning here, because I can't go outside when it's like that. It's too bad. My lungs are awful. I'll die, and then my enemies will be happy, and I can't allow that. I always try to do the net negative for the world, so... Yeah, screw it. I'll play a blood crystal. But let's save first, because it's been a while. By Stained.
Game saved. Fast travel unlocked. Starlight skins obtained.
Worm of the Moon? Oh, how nice. How close was I when I started to travel? Oh, I'm pretty far away still. Sorry I accused you of murder. Thanks for the lift. I just wish the water was louder. I said, I wish the water was louder. Okay, I didn't realize this dude here was Ezra. That's my bad, brother. I have your thing. I found your ID. You're Ezra Albertine. I found your employee. Wonder if I liked who I am. People often wonder that at the end. The only people that don't are psychopaths. Oh, thank you. I found something. It's in my locker. My locker is 0120. Now I can ascend.
Key item obtained.
Nice. 0120. I've heard of every one of those numbers and that digit codes before. What's this one? A starlight upgrade. Let's go.
Key item obtained.
Now we can go to the dead zone. So maybe that'll be what I do next time. That might be enough to do that and then end the game, perhaps. But I just want to go check it out right now because we're right here.
Fast travel unlocked. Starlight skins obtained.
Alright, so have you been watching any of the... I mean, I know you haven't been watching, but have you seen any of the clips online of the Streamer University stuff?
Blood crystal
It is
obtained.
Like, it is like a nightmare collection of people who are just like the most attention attractor, attention needy people ever. It is truly a nightmare come to life. Have you ever seen the Firefest Netflix documentary, which is really good? It's basically that. It's I can't watch any full clips of it. It's giving me secondhand embarrassment. Did you find evidence? Not yet. I don't know what I'm looking for, but sorry. Yeah. Yeah. Yo. Ah. Ha. Oh. Oh. I'm going to hack the mainframe.
Nightmare computer.
Excuse me? Oh, that was easy. Huh? I was gonna say that those don't look like the right size. Nailed it. First try.
Nightmare computer unlocked.
Let's go. Now we get to go to the dead zone and see all the people that have died. There's gonna be like a million ghosts in here. Gonna turn into a horror game real quick. Oh yeah. Things are certainly looking dead. Oh, but imagine the blood crystals. Why did they add the lights? Is that just how things... I can't tell if that's how things are glowing or if someone's like shining a flashlight on it. Oh, this is really sick. Okay, I don't remember the passcode for the lock, but I have a feeling I don't need to know it. Did I just soft lock? I'm slowly inching to the right. I'm so close. I'm so close. Ludwig, yeah, he's done that quite a few times. It's kind of funny though because Ludwig, oh, Firefest. I don't know if you've seen the Netflix documentary Firefest, but it's basically like that. It's like a bunch of self-important people showing up and ruining nice things. That guy's from my hometown. I think we've talked about this before. I feel like I knew that information. Isn't he trying to do another one? Door is a lock coded to Witness and Carmelina's blood vials. Witness has been entering this pretty regularly. Witness last entered 2 days ago. Carmelina hasn't been here for years. Wow, this is cozy. There are crates that look like they could restrain something. This place is full of restraints and operating equipment. The restraints are all blessed, chains and holy crystals. The only reason you need these is if you're trying to contain something demonic. A demon was being held in here. May the silent goat protect me. This could be big. A hidden demonology bunker is a big secret. I need to find out if this is related to the case before I go knocking on doors. I don't want to rattle anyone unnecessarily. I think this is a chromatograph. I didn't really pay attention in that class. It was when Isaiah and I had started dating. Ooh! Happier days. Containment crate. These restraints are covered in holy wards. These could be used to hold a demon. Was someone storing a demon down here? This is an MRI machine? This is used for tomography. I'm guessing it was being used to see what's inside a demon. Well, we already know what's inside a man. A pile of miserable secrets. I assume this device has something to do with studying demons. It seems to be some kind of high-powered microscope. Is there any more information in here, or is it just those 4 things? Okay, so the only thing I really have in here is that he's been in here. So I guess I'll just have to talk to Witness next time I see him and ask. Dun 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 dun. I'm so getting possessed by a demon tonight.
Relic obtained.
You do like getting in raids quite a bit. It's why you're a good streamer, because you get mad and yell and say curse words when you don't get your way. Here's a blood fountain drink. I know nothing about Pow World, so today I just learned that there are raids in Pow World. Ooh, the Way of Blood Bar. So this is on the 25th island. I just noticed that now. So these are people who I wonder that maybe we know. Who do you think rules the world? The Syndicate? No, not our world. The real world. No, not that one either. What other world is there? The metaphorical world, the concept of world. You mean the gods? No, yes. Are they the only gods? Probably. Possibly. Maybe. Definitely. Absolutely not. How can we say? How can we know? If you worry about that, you'll lose yourself. I don't want to lose myself. Good. It's easy to do. Very normal conversation that humans have
Relic
sometimes.
obtained.
It's a hatch. But I need to find a secret tunnel into the dead zone. Someone has been naughty. Wait, I don't want to do this quite yet. I need to find out. I need to find Henry's thing. Or Harry's thing, or Henry's thing. I keep getting it's Henry. Henry Division. He's got a safe in his apartment, he said. So I want to see what's in that safe. And I want to see what's in that danger as well, haha. 12 minutes? Okay, I'll end in 12 minutes then. Hopefully I can get something done in those 12 minutes. Something that will make Ice and Fire think, wow, that Ghost Boy guy, glad I spent time here with him. It wasn't a waste, like it normally is. Comms tower? Henry, did you live on the top floor? Were you in a penthouse, buddy? No. Oh god, no sound in the game is terrifying. A blood thing. Time to urinate. Via blood. Dying from sadness. Let's go. That's my MO, man. That's my thing. That's my goat. I'm not seeing more than one apartment building in here.
Relic obtained.
I guess now that I have access to this, I can always come back. I just wanted to find his apartment, but it looks like this is just like one building in here. I don't know where like the safe would be that I have the code to. Generally, you can't enter these kind of doors. This is the underground tunnel I already found. Full of demonology stuff. Anything up here I didn't find? Interesting. I didn't know what this was going to look like when I got in here, but I do think this is probably the best case scenario. It's very like Minecraft, like the Nether Minecraft kind of. Here's Paradise Killer, but it's evil now. Yeah, it's just the one apartment in there. The rooms aren't exactly that big either, so I just don't know. Something has been destroyed here. Starlight says there's nothing unusual. Some metals, plastic, tinted glass, and fire-resistant fabric. No way to tell what it was. Oh, is that the safe right there? That's a fridge. This is a whiskey distillery. It's in use, but the dead zone is supposed to be sealed. Has Sammy been making an illegal blend? There's something odd here. This is a medical-grade blood chiller designed to keep blood cool when it's being transported. There's an empty bottle of blood inside. The label has been scratched off, but I think I can make out K as the first letter. Blood not found. This bottle has been scrubbed clean. There's no sign of blood. After it being used, this is clean to remove evidence, but why keep it? Paranoia? No one comes into the dead zone, so it wouldn't be found. Help incriminates others if this is unaccounted for. We need to find out what this is linked to. Just going up to Sam about it with no context will make him clam up. Interesting. So Sam is looking pretty suspicious right now. Something was blown up there, and no traces of the safe. Unless that was the safe that got blown up, but I don't know. I kind of thought the safe would be something bigger. Alright, let's go down the hatch here and see who's been sneaking into the dead zone. Got that music back at least. Ow, my head. Citizen housing? Is this Sam's area?
Scene investigation.
Nightmare locked safe. A safe has been sealed by a nightmare computer. Well, I can unlock that. I've got all of the
Nightmare
computers.
computer.
I like how it said Nightmare Computer, and yet it's only using pyramid stuff. That's false advertising as far as I'm concerned. I have no idea what this one's supposed to be. Oh, this one here, maybe?
Nightmare computer unlocked.
There's a non-lump of human flesh inside. Or a lump of non-human flesh would be the normal way to say that. Why do I need to do this again?
Nightmare computer.
Oh, no. I don't know which parts I'm supposed to be doing. It's too high. Sure, I guess. Yeah, I don't really get that one, but that's fine.
Nightmare computer unlocked.
Pio bunker gauntlets. I don't know what that means either. Sam has a safe liked by a nightmare computer. Seems excessive. There's a lump of flesh in here. Sure isn't human. I can feel the cosmos when I look at it. Looks like this has been carved off something. What is this related to? I need to find out before questioning Sammy. He's got a pile of bunker gauntlets kicking around. Once an assassin, always an assassin, I guess. They're well used. Looks like they only have one charge left in them. They'll probably come in handy. I'll borrow them for a bit. Am I just gonna kill someone? Just straight up kill somebody now?
Key item obtained.
Now I am an assassin. So this is Sam's bar right here. Hey, Sammy. I'm not supposed to talk to you about anything right now. So let's just hang out. I'll buy a drink. We're just gonna chat, and then maybe you're gonna want to confess something to me because we're good friends. I guess not, and I can't actually talk to you about it. The game won't let me. Okay. Sam is looking mighty sus and picious. He's looking both. Alrighty. We're gonna end stream there for the day. Because I'm tired and my voice hurts, and we're going to finish off this game tomorrow, no matter how long it takes. Is there any one character you haven't accused of being sus? I mean, out of all the characters, Carmelina and the Witness are sus, but they couldn't have done it. I don't think Crimson did it. I think Crimson's giving too much information. Well, I suppose she could be lying. Dr. Doom just seems too stupid. I think he's the least sus of them all. And I don't think Henry did it. I think Grand Marshal could have, because we now know she lied about where she was at the time that Henry got out. And Henry doesn't know what he did when he got out. Yuri is suspicious, but I think Yuri is more suspicious of KHX. I think Lydia and Sam probably killed the Holy Marshals. The Holy Seal Marshals, but I think everyone's guilty of something, basically. I just don't know what that is yet. But that is it for me. Thank you to anyone who happens to be lurking, and thank you to anyone who's watching on YouTube. I'm going to end the YouTube stream first, but I do see that there are people hanging out, so thank you so much. I do very much appreciate it. Goodbye, YouTube. I will end stream. Fantastic.